the podcast show. We running this cash shit. Whiteboy, we running this cash shit. Eddie the Chump, we running this cash shit. Jive Turkey, we running this cash shit. Wings of Redemption, we running this cash shit. It's a fact that we running this cash shit. The takeover, the break's over, nigga, the best podcast show. Game over. Hey, other cast, y'all ain't ready for more.
I ain't have some of these in a fucking long time.
You guys have all these snacks. I'm here with water.
They fuck you up. These are the best ever.
I'm here with Diet. Well, no, sorry. Pepsi Max Cherry. Can you believe?
Did you see a video? I don't know if this was fake, but some like chick drank Pepsi for the first time in her life and she started crying.
Every video of first time anything is like fake to me.
First time. Why was she crying? Because it was so beautiful. It was so disgusting.
It was so good, I guess. She said she put it up to her nose like, oh, I could smell it. I don't know. It probably was fake.
How would you really believe
How old
that?
was she?
Even
How
if
old was this girl?
Maybe 18, 20.
Even if she didn't like, even if it wasn't fake that she drank it the first time, I'm sure the reaction was fake.
Well, I'm looking at an article right now. The YouTube video description, she has an allergy to caffeine, which means she could not touch coffee or, sadly, any soda, while her boyfriend got her to try a caffeine-free Pepsi, which they did not offer in her country.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
that makes sense.
That's
I
like
felt
a
like
cheap-
now I'm taking the piss out of some poor foreign person who can't afford Pepsi, unlike us Western privileged
Well, she
CIS
looks
shitlords.
So
She
you
looks
cried
cor-
because you got a caffeine-free Pepsi.
She looks Korean.
Some of the best videos on the internet, though, are the people who like were blind and now they can see, or they couldn't hear before and they hear for the first time.
My
Those
aunt
are-
was like,
Like it was a dude, his name Sensor, that dude Face Sensor. It was like he ate a cheeseburger the first time or something, and then he like bit it and was like, like come on, man. And nobody don't believe that dumb shit. Like maybe it was your first cheeseburger, but the fucking reaction, come on.
Come on now.
that's my
Yeah.
reaction the first time I ate oysters.
That's different. Like a cheeseburger, like come on.
You ever guys ever had an oyster?
Yep.
Yep.
One time,
I like
all right.
shellfish.
One time, what's those clams? The ones in the gray shell. Those clams, right?
I have no clue.
The gray shell. It's like mussels are the black shell, and clams are the
Yeah,
gray
okay,
shell.
I think so, yeah.
And right, so the best ones are like small or medium. Medium is like the best ones are the small ones. So I'm eating those with my girlfriend, my ex now. We're like, these are good. So when I went home, I ordered some, and then he was like, which ones you want? The large ones or the small ones? And then I looked, I'm like, oh shit, the large ones cost less. What the fuck? Like, why is this? Give me the large ones. Hell yeah. Oh my God. It was like the worst experience in my life. It was like, pause. Ew, this is gonna sound gay. But when I fucking like bit into the clam that was in it, it was like exploding in my mouth and shit. I ate like 2 of them and then I said, I can't. It was just like water exploding and all kind of dumb shit. I'm like, no wonder nobody ordered. No wonder that shit was so cheap.
I know when I
Horrible.
went down to Georgia, FPS Russia would like, he loves those shit. And like one of my like, I transitioned from being like 7th Street white boy, and then I went down there and like I was eating oysters. I came back with like a Gucci belt. Like my whole life changed. But like
Pimp Street.
like he had an oyster and it had all these toppings on it. And I was like, it was gross, but I was like, fuck it, I'll try it. It was actually really good.
What's the difference?
The difference, it tastes like a booger.
How does it look? It's in a shell, right?
Yeah,
Is
it's in a clams are much wider shells, like a fan shape. Oysters are sort of more like that.
Yeah, and they live in their own piss.
Well, all shellfish do.
Yeah.
Yeah, because mussels really taste like kind of like this.
Can't you put sand in an oyster's mouth and it turns into a pearl? Is that true?
It gotta stay a long time.
Like how long?
Like
You know?
fucking like years and years.
Because when I was a kid, I would go up north And that's where basically I went on vacation a few weeks ago on the podcast. Me and my mom would open oysters or clams. I don't know what the fuck they are. And we would put sand in their mouth, and we left them in the water. So maybe there's some.
Yeah, somebody probably caught them motherfuckers by now and ate them. Yeah, it got to. I don't know how long, but it got to be a long fucking time.
Wait, I do want to shout out DraftKings, the league. Jive didn't play last week.
I joined late. I
got 14th place out of 20th. I didn't do the worst.
You fucking suck.
No, what happened? You know, this week there's a lot of people that just destroyed. Like I had some good players, but
Who won?
Who won? All right, let me shout him out. I don't know if he's a viewer because I think anyone can join. But Pette, Petttte, was in first.
Pete.
Maybe Pete. I thought it was a little bit more fancy.
Pete.
By the way, he had 241 points, which if he would have played on like the $1 million contest or any other contest, he would have cashed out big. But he did win $54 from $10, so not a bad cash. Hopewood 595, the Colts, you the cow, and Pray for Mojo all won some cash here. And Mr. Oh So Handsome did pretty respectable. He got 9th, and Lefty Fan fucking beat me.
Wrecked.
God fucking.
You let a lefty fan beat you.
God fucking damn it! He had 1080.
All I know
Hell
about
yeah.
American football is that apparently Aaron Rodgers sucks.
Oh
hell, Whiteboy's got
I
some
can't
fighting words for
believe
you.
no, you know
Left-
what?
Lefty
There's no
fan
response
probably.
to that.
Lefty fan probably at home like, I can't believe it. I beat White Boy. Hell yeah.
Aaron
I'm
Rodgers.
speaking in my radio voice. Aaron Rodgers is a beast.
He's the fucking greatest thing. It's crazy, like to be a Packer fan, to go to Aaron from Brett Favre, which is a Hall of Famer, to Aaron Rodgers, like back to back. There's some statistics. I'm not going to go too much into football. I'm thinking about doing a football cast just because I can go.
I got a question. Did Favre win a Super Bowl?
He won
Yeah.
one and he lost one.
Yeah.
But to go to Brett Favre, which started, I don't know, 2,000 games or something in a row. He was like 14 years in the league on the Packers, and then Aaron Rodgers, which is even better than Brett Favre. There's like the Chicago Bears, which is our rival. They went through, I think it's like 56 quarterbacks within that time. I don't know. We're blessed here in Wisconsin, even though that I'm in Illinois right now. But we're blessed.
Yeah, right. No, I said Aaron Rodgers sucks because apparently he played amazing the other day, and I've got another friend on another podcast who's also a Packers fan, obviously, who you guys know. But like, I just like saying it to troll them because we've got someone else who's like a Vikings fan, I think, and they're like a big rival or something. I don't know. I don't know. My family's from New England, so I've got no dog in this fight except for, you know,
Tom Brady.
It might be the Patriots versus the Packers.
Tom Brady, the shit.
I mean, it's kind of early to say, but it's looking like that. We're definitely the two best in the league right now, and I'm just happy. Let's talk about the Eagles for a little bit.
Yeah, I was about to say, whoa, we got them birds right here, baby. We still look like shit, but we won. We look better. Our fucking offensive line finally blocked somebody. Thank you. The guards are the fucking worst guards ever.
What happened to DeMarco Murray? Is he injured?
Hammy. I think he, like, I don't know if y'all ever pulled like a hamstring or a groin, but I think he got like a minor groin pull.
I did that in high school.
And they're bad.
It was
it
really
sucks.
bad. It was like, it was weird. I thought I needed surgery. Like 2 months, I was fucking walking with a fucking limp and shit.
Yeah, yep.
and it's so easily like hurts itself
Aggravated.
again.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yep. Re-aggravated, yep. Wings, did you hear about Cam Newton?
What about him?
You hear what the referee told him?
No, stop crying.
He got kinda, but look, he got blasted, right? Like a late hit, clearly illegal. The ref told him, "You too young. You too young to get that call."
Really? Is that what he said?
They be shitting on Cam Newton, man.
Yo,
That's
that's
a bitch, dude.
Was that caught on like recording or something?
No,
is that
but
just what
you
Cam
could
Newton
you
said?
could clearly see his lips. He said it because he was like, Like you saw it on his lips, and then Cam was like this. Like Cam was like, "What the fuck? Like what the fuck just happened?" And then Bo was like, "You too young to get that call." And Cam was just standing there like this. Like what? Did he just say that? He was just standing there.
See, to me, that's really unprofessional.
I don't like Cam
it shows that they referee different people differently.
Yeah.
That's
like
really
if it was
bad.
Aaron Rodgers, they would have been
touch
like,
Aaron Rodgers, you're gonna get fucking
hell
executed.
yeah. They'd have been like, "What flag?"
So we're gonna have another DraftKings contest. I think $10 was pretty good. Hopefully we get Jive in this week, and there's a link down in the description if you want to play with us. And yeah, that's about it. I don't know if do you guys, okay, let me ask the viewers, do you guys like football talk? Because like Eddie and Wings, they're not too big into football.
Everybody likes football talk.
Okay.
I prefer football talk over Game of Thrones.
Okay.
And then everybody, everybody goes off on their talk. Like me and you go off on Daisy. You and Eddie go off on like Counter-Strike, and like it just be different politics. Eddie and Wings. Although the comment section be like, "These guys don't know shit about politics."
Well, that's because our views of politics differ than theirs.
Yeah, exactly.
If somebody has a different view on your politics, they automatically try to discredit you by saying you don't know what you're talking about.
They was like, "Jive, you need to learn more about North Korea." I'm like, I don't really care. I'm just talking about it because I'm with these guys. Like, I don't give a fuck about no North Korea.
Oh, I have a topic. Did you see that Call of Duty changed their Twitter account to be a news source? Like, they changed their avatar, they changed everything but the @Call of Duty. I think it's like BCC, not BC, I don't know. It's like something CC News Network, and they're saying like, in Singapore, you should stay inside because there's nuclear war. Like they're going. Like,
they're not talking about COD.
No, they're
talking about events. I think it's a form of viral marketing for the campaign for Black Ops 3, of which you won't get to play if you're on old gen. But there you go. So you won't have to follow that Twitter anymore.
Hold on, what you mean, old gen? It's gonna be on old gen, previous gen. Black Ops?
The campaign isn't.
Ah, campaign. Nobody don't care about that.
I do.
Nobody don't care about no damn Call of Duty campaign.
I like the Call of Duty campaign.
Black Ops has a good campaign. The other ones are like Ghost was even all right. I mean, they do a good job of like telling a story, even though it's like. I wish the gameplay was a little bit more satisfying rather than just like mowing down people over and over and over.
I wish they would stop trying to be an RPG in the campaign. Like Black Ops 2's campaign was like they had those like Gears of War-esque wave missions in between the campaigns, and then they had like you unlock weapons and shit. Like I don't want any of this bullshit.
Yeah, I immediately I was like, nah, I can't be bothered.
I have an idea. For Star Wars Battlefront, which the beta is coming out soon. I got to play it a little bit early. That's what I did over the weekend. I missed all the football games besides the most important one, which was the Packers that played Monday night. I can't really talk about it too much. I signed the NDA, and I signed the NDA without reading it, so I don't want to get in trouble. But one thing I will say, it's really good. The beta, you guys can see for yourself with the beta, but I thought it would be an awesome idea for if they had a 25 or 30 kill streak, like a gun kill streak, if they had the Death Star, like a tactical nuke, just destroy the entire fucking planet. And what do you guys think about that? Like, they don't have the nuke anymore? They have the chem strike, yeah. It's not the same. Why does none of these first-person shooters copy Call of Duty like Call of Duty copies every other first-person shooter? Have a fucking game-ending kill streak that's really difficult to achieve, and it might only be called in once in every 10,000 matches, once every 1,000 matches. That's what makes it special. It's a goal to go for.
Because they don't need to copy off COD to succeed. That's what these games are trying to say. Like, we don't need kill streaks. Everybody always say, "Wow, why don't they Battlefield should have kill streaks?" But that's just the game. Like, you know what I mean?
Destiny doesn't.
You've been going off on Destiny, Eddie, and this is the reason why I haven't been playing Destiny, the Crucible, rather. like everything you've been saying on Twitter is my exact feelings. Like the multiplayer isn't satisfying if someone could just super you, and like it's just
Yeah, I'll talk about Destiny very quickly. So it was in. I had this really cool guy who's a fan of my stream who let me use his game library, right? So all the games that he owns digitally, I can download and play, and one of them was The Taken King, right? So I had this attitude of like it. I've long shit on Destiny, and I kind of saw it as like emblematic of a lot of evil in gaming, right? So it's a really hollow game. There's not much content. It's really fucking expensive. It's super casual to the point where it doesn't even exist really as a game. That's how I summed it up. But I thought millions of people playing this, dude. Millions, right? Way more than Call of Duty. Way more, right? And that's best typified by today. On Twitch today, 19,000 people watching Destiny, less than 1,000 watching Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. And that's including the people that keep the game as Advanced Warfare but are playing a different card.
Yeah, I brought that up.
19 to 1. 19 to, just, and that's people, to be fair, just watching streamers do the solo missions and raiding and shit. Like there's this huge culture going on right now, and all us COD YouTubers are like, what the fuck's that big party over there? So I decided, like, it's probably me, right? As with most things, when I hate them, it's probably because I'm me, and it's not because they're shit. So I'll try and work against my own nature and get into this game. Because CSGO taught me that. CSGO made me a better person. It was like, no, you're not good. You're not good at games. You're shit, in fact. And this game's going to teach you that. So I went and played Destiny. I played the Crucible, and some of the things I said about it when I slated it are still true. The controls are a bit out of order, 30 frames a second, whatever. That's a fucking insult. You know, obviously I'm a PC player, so I'm not used to this.
How does it feel? Like slow or?
Well, you see, I've got a Zim, right?
Yeah.
So for me, the Zim technology and the drivers that you get for converting your mouse and keyboard inputs into the analog sticks for Destiny and Advanced Warfare, they're all different, right? And you load them using your phone over Bluetooth. The Destiny one's fucking great. Right, it really fucking works.
I got a Zim, but I never played Destiny or 30 frames.
Yeah, game. If I got to be honest, like that, just being able to control a game in a way I find comfortable made a huge difference to my enjoyment. Right, I'm not using a pad with no paddles, so I can't jump shot. I'm using a keyboard and mouse, and makes the game a lot better. So I got into it a little bit, and I started enjoying it, and I started doing well. And then, like, slowly, I played a lot of it over the last week, a lot, and eventually, just the things in it that fucking piss me off just build up and build up and build up until eventually I'll just lose it and rant on Twitter. Like, there was one game, this will typify it. I started off 15 to 1 in the control domination game type. 15 to 1, pure gunfights. Great. I'm having a great time. I'm dicking everybody, right? Then it's that part of the game where people start getting their supers and the heavy ammo becomes available on the map. And my team, for whatever reason, I die and I come off that respawn and the enemy team has got both heavy weapons. So that's everyone on the enemy team has rocket launchers or machine guns, right? Heavy LMGs, which are amazing. And they've got their supers coming in. So I didn't get another kill until the end of the game. I died 14 times in a row to something that killed me in one shot. And I was like, this is what Destiny is to me. When the game that's actually there underneath all the crap, I really like. And I'm like, yeah, it is good and it's satisfying, and characters having more health is fun. You know, it's really satisfying winning a gunfight, hitting someone in the head with a burst rifle 3 times. But then there's all this casual bullshit that just makes me want to fucking die. Like, I can't believe that I can get one shot 14 times in a row. That should never happen in any game. That's like dying to a kill streak for 20 minutes solid.
My problem with Destiny is, like, just trying to capture the flag, and you explained it, like the one-shots. You can't capture a flag unless you have the super that gives you the shield that protects you from that shit, because I did it to Wings on Black Ops 3, and I think Black Ops 3 does a little bit better job of balancing it because you can kill the people who are using their super quite easily if they're not shooting you right away. They do have an advantage if they get the the initial shot.
Yeah, if it's a fair 1v1, they have the advantage. But if you're behind them, you can kill them easily.
Like what I did to Wings was, and I felt like it was unfair because he was capturing the B flag, and like B flag was really hard in that Combine map.
So, the one with the truck.
Yeah, so basically, like there's at no times Wings had line of sight on me. I was running on a wall, then I jumped, and like right before I captured the B flag, I did that.
The gravity spike.
Gravity spike. What's it called, Jive?
That's my shit. Gravity spike.
I'm gonna
I know exactly what
fucking
Whiteboy's talking
force.
about. He came from A flag. He came up the hallway on the stairs. He wall run, jumped over the truck, and next thing you know, I'm almost captured flag.
Oh, superior fucking force.
No, it's something else. I thought it was I'm gonna fuck shit up.
He does say that. That character does say that. They've got loads of different lines they say. But
he said, "Time to ruin shit."
Yeah,
that's when he first get it.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
And then after he do it, like if he get like 2 people, he say superior fucking force.
I mean, all of the abilities in Black Ops 3 are almost all of them are directly lifted from Destiny. But the thing about Destiny's supers is if someone activates their super, they've got armor as well and extra health, and they can just literally walk through your entire team.
Do you get it as easy as you get it on Black Ops 3?
Yeah, you'll get it anyway, but you get it quicker if you get kills. Do you know what's fucked up about Destiny, right? There's loads of things about the game that nobody tells you when you first start playing it. You just have to fucking find it out. There's no drifter out there to fucking tell you how to play Crucible, right?
You should do that, Eddie.
Yeah, I should do it, right? I should just do that. So, one thing that you might not... I mean, most people know this. Everybody get down. Most people that play Destiny know this, and they think I'm saying something ridiculously obvious, but to people who aren't into the game, they won't know. Like, I've got my super, right? And I kill 4 people, right? I'll drop what's called an orb of light, and that basically fills up a part of another player's super bar. So by using your super, you get your teammates their supers. And it's cyclical, and it just keeps going and going and going. And some armor that you only get from raids and doing all the grindy shit makes your super come back quicker, or gives you really out of order advantages, like having 2 grenades, for example. Having 2 grenades, the grenades, I have to say, in that game are so fucking out of order. It's ridiculous. One of them literally homes in and finds you. Like you throw it and it'll follow a guy around a corner and blow up. Like,
isn't there one that there's like shrapnel that does that kind of same thing?
Yeah, pretty much. Okay. Yeah, like the grenades are out of order, the shotguns are out of order, the supers are out of order. Like when the game is about the gunfight, it's really fun. I really like it.
Yeah, those first 5 minutes are fucking great.
Yeah, the first 5 minutes, 15-1, great. I'm having a whale of a time. These kids are shit. They think they're good. They're shit. 15-1 straight gunfights. I'm better than everyone on this other team. So for the next 10 minutes, I'm just going to basically eat a dick. And there's nothing I can do about it. One spawn, I literally spawned in and a guy shoots me with a golden gun off spawn. Like, spawn in, oh hi, bang. Like, what can I do? There's so many unavoidable deaths. It drives me crazy. But yeah, I tried to get into it. It is better than it was. But it's still, like, for someone who plays shooters competitively and enjoys the competition of shooters, it's not great. I mean, it's a totally casual game.
Every good game needs to have a counter. It needs to be balanced, and there's no countering the supers in Destiny. And I'm not saying, like, I'm not going to harp on Destiny and say, like, Call of Duty doesn't have its things that aren't, like, you can't counter. But Destiny seems a little insane. Now, do you think the Destiny's popular not because of the Crucible, but because of like the story mode and the
story mode is what makes Destiny popular. But like that's just dull as paint.
I said this before.
I'll tell you why Destiny's popular. It's not about the story. It's not about anything to do with the story or the characters or whatever. The reason Destiny is popular is because it's a game all about collecting rare loot and weapons.
Why isn't Diablo 3 popular then?
It was pretty
Well,
popular.
it was fairly popular, dude.
It was fairly
It's
popular.
not a console
but
game. Number one, Diablo
Yeah.
3, well, it's newly.
It is on console, but yeah.
Yeah, but it's like it's just just enough of a shooter to get the COD fans in, right? And it's just RPG enough, RNGesus, exotic gear to get the MOBA crowd in. And it captures all these people's imagination, and people who used to play COD and be the people that we Moabbed aren't playing COD anymore. They're playing Destiny because they don't have to get Moabbed anymore. They can do that, play with their friends, get cool shit thing that COD did, ranking up prestige and getting better guns, unlocking attachments, all that RPG stuff. They can do that in the safety of non-competitive shooting environment, and that's why it's so popular.
I think you have a good point there because when they had the loot cave, if you guys don't remember the loot cave, basically
I hated the loot cave.
It was just
Loot cave.
it was just a farm. You would just like look down a little narrow cave and just keep on shooting, and enemies would spawn there. And every 25 enemies you killed, there would be a purple drop, which is really rare, I guess, or like a blue. Maybe blue's not rare. Anyways,
blue's rare.
That was
purple is legendary.
That was some of the most fun I had in Destiny. I did like.
How the fuck you have fun on that?
Because I was upgrading my
you
stuff.
feel like you're doing something. You feel like a lot of Destiny fans talk to me. I've got a lot of friends who are Destiny fans, and they're like, so I've got all my 3 characters, and I do my weekly raid, and I do my nightfall on all the characters, and I get my loot, and then I do this, and then I do that, and I'm like, you're just describing homework, essentially, is what you're saying.
You're
and
literally
that
punching
is
a time
what
clock.
the game is.
I called Destiny that. Destiny is the gaming form of a fucking time clock.
You punch in, you do your chores, but there's something cathartic about doing chores,
it's
though.
It's like unloading the motherfucking dishwasher, dude. I remember doing the loot cave. It was like this. It was like...
Exactly.
I would rather jerk a bobcat off with barbed wire gloves in a telephone booth than play shit like that.
That's got to be a t-shirt, by the way.
And like... The whole thing is like the bosses in the story mode are fucking tedious as shit. How many times did I have to kill that motherfucker after the end of the stage with the tank?
The tank, fuck the tank.
Oh yeah.
The fucking tank, and then you got to fight the guy with the minigun hand. Fuck his ass. He eats like 4,000 bullets. He should have died of lead poisoning. How many times he's got shot? It's fucking asinine. Destiny is a terrible game. Diablo does everything Destiny does and does it better. Call of Duty does everything Destiny does and does it better. For some reason, the hybrid mixed child of this is the best game on the planet.
I'm not saying it's a fantastic game. I'm trying to explain to you the reason why it's popular and the reason why other games have fallen off because of it, right? It satisfies a huge part of the psychology of why COD was addictive for people, okay? And it's got even more clever psychology going into it in that there is, like I said, something cathartic about doing your chores, right? There is something where you feel good, you feel like you're bettering yourself by doing these things that you need to do that are a little bit tedious, and then you get the reward. Like there's a very Pavlovian dog scenario going on there. It's like ring the bell, get the reward. That's what Destiny does, and I can understand why it's popular. Because really, I wanted to understand why I hated it and so many other people liked it. So I played it, and I played it a lot. And
I've never met a real gamer, and I'm using the term real gamer here.
Oh dear, real gamer.
Real gamer. And what I mean by real gamer, it's not about what type of game you play, but it's about how well you strive to game. Like somebody that actually excels at playing video games, does things on the hardest difficulty setting, is pretty good at everything. Like myself and XCal, I would consider real gamers. I'm just fucking with y'all. But I've never met somebody that was serious about video games that enjoyed Destiny. Destiny is like 110% casual.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. It is a casual game. That's probably the best way to describe it. Like it's everything about it is casual, from its competitive experience to its player versus element experience or player versus environment or whatever whatever that PvE stands for. Whatever. Right, it's casual. But the great thing about a console is, All right, this is a PC gamer saying what's great about a console. Yeah, hold your breath. The great thing about a console is that it's massive amounts of people in one place that you can sell a game to. And for those people, you have to make it casual. Like, yeah, Diablo does it better. Diablo players are on PC. Yeah, other games do competitive shooters better. Yeah, they're all on PC. CSGO's the biggest shooter in the world, right? So the people that won't be satisfied by something, yeah, but console gamers aren't just going to walk into that and know
I will
what the fuck
guarantee
to
you
do.
there's more players on this than the PC version of Diablo 3.
We need
I don't know about that.
need a guy in the background checking these stats like that.
I mean,
we
like
need
I can check you the stats on Battlefield. Battlefield's like 3 or 4 to 1 players on PS4 versus on the PC.
You know,
At any given time, there's going to be like 3 or 4 times the amount of players. I mean, there's just more PS4s out there than there are gaming PCs. Yes, Diablo was a game born on PC, but the fact is more people have access to that version of the game.
Steam is actually bigger than PSN.
I understand
Steam
that.
membership, people who play games
but
on Steam or
that's
own games
people
on
who
Steam.
downloaded the fucking software. They can go download that to play MOBAs.
No, that's people playing games. not just
PC
people
has
logging into
so
Steam.
many games to play.
Yeah, that's the point.
You know what I mean? It's like so many. Like you could get a PC and then have thousands of games to play.
I bet you
like you
there's-
get a PS4 is 23 games. Like
there's 10 games released during the Destiny segment of this cast already on PC.
Yeah.
The reason
Yeah.
why I
yeah,
liked-
exactly.
the reason why I liked the loot cave wings, it was just like Eddie was talking about. I wanted to get to level 20 with my armor. I don't know why. I just wanted to do it. So I was a little bit better on the Crucible.
To put things in perspective, people who want to go into PC gaming. Let me lay it out here for you. I have around 300 friends on my Steam's friend list. I have around 85 games on my Steam's list. Look at Jive.
Tell me more.
All right. There's only 3 games of those 85 that ever has anybody on there. CSGO, Arma 3, and DayZ. I don't have
Call of Duty.
MOBAs. I don't have MOBAs on it. But I don't. The only Call of Duty I own is Black Ops 2, and nobody's ever on that motherfucker.
Yeah.
I mean, like, so out of my 85 games, only 3 are played by any of my friends of 300 people. And, like, most of the people that play on Steam play on 2 games. Defender of the Ancients and League of Legends. And
Well,
maybe
Steam's-
Rocket League.
League of Legends isn't on Steam, but it's not, is it?
No,
it's
it's
its own
not.
client.
Yeah.
League of Legends is their own.
I quit. I quit League, and I was thinking when Wings mentioned it, my life is better after no League, and I see Fear Creds is just getting into League of Legends, and it just sucks so much fucking time. Like every game is fucking 45 minutes, and you got to play fucking 3 games. You can't just play one because if you lose the first one, you want to redeem yourself. And I like not playing League.
They tried to get me into it. He's playing with a load of other people. He's playing with iTemp as well. And Rich like wants to get into. They're all getting into League, and they're like, "You should play League." And I'm like, I do not have the time. I have my hardcore game, right? At my age, I can only accommodate one hardcore game. A game so difficult and so competitive, you have to practice, right? Now, console gamers, this is a strange thought. Like people used to think COD was like that. You practice at COD, you're a pub stomper, you do well, or you're into esports COD, the 5 of you that actually exists anymore. But like actually just practicing, not booting up the game and just practicing, not even playing a game, just practicing the mechanics of the game. I've only got time for one of those in my life. I can't have League as well. Every friend I've had that's got into League has just disappeared behind a veil of gamer virginness that I've never seen them again.
Well, League
Gamer virgin.
League it's a very satisfying game when you master a champion and just know the situation and use it properly and use every ability that you have really good. It's fun in that aspect of it, but it's just a really time-consuming game, and I spent like two fucking years, maybe a year and a half. Just there's so many hours. I played, I don't know, 500 games. That's like 2,000 hours or something.
What
maybe.
was the highest rank you got to?
Silver 3. But the thing is, I went. The thing with League is you need teammates. If you did it, if I was with a team, I would have been fucking pro.
League
baby.
seems like one of those games that solo queue is total AIDS.
It's cancer, and I was probably half the cancer half the time because I would get drunk and just leave level 3, like fuck this, because I did something bad. I don't know. I was probably not the best League player, but I swear my Yasuo, it's a character like a ninja guy. I was a fucking beast at him. I kind of want to play now. Let's stop talking about League. You know what? You know what I hate about fucking Destiny? It's so unrealistic. There was no water on Mars.
I know. How out of order, right? Disgusting. Civilization, but no water. Just red dust everywhere. And now we know
I heard they
not
found
true.
water on Mars.
They did.
Oh.
Well, they think that water periodically flows over its surface and then disappears again. So they haven't actually seen like a lake, right? There's water suddenly here. No, they're looking at the sand and they're using geography and geology to say water definitely flows on this surface, but obviously it's too far away for us to see it in real time. But they're like, it's definitely there.
Oh, so it's not confirmed.
Can you clarify something? Because I read the article and there's a lot of big words and it confused me a little bit. It seemed they showed a picture of a mountain, and from what I understood, what I took from it, it looked just like there was ice on top of this fucking mountain and then it melted. Like flowing, that's not, I guess it's technically flowing water because it's moving. Well, like, where's this water coming from on top of this
From
mountain?
the atmosphere. All like
Atmosphere?
any like ice on the top of a mountain is accumulated on the top of a mountain because there's water vapor in the air, which means it's water vapor and then it warms or cools and settles as ice on the mountain. It's basically it's basically like a water farm.
What it basically means, Whiteboy, is that oxygen is being produced somewhere on Mars.
Yeah.
I mean, because water is H2O. You got oxygen and hydrogen. And water is a miracle kind of thing because it has 3 forms. It can be a solid, a liquid, or a gas. So somehow oxygen is being formed on Mars enough to create ice. And that ice becomes liquid flowing water after the temperature changes. That means Mars might have some sort of an atmosphere.
Wouldn't it be cool to like be on a like Mad Max dune buggy, just exploring Mars? Like if you were one of the first.
You could do the same thing in the Sahara Desert. There's nothing there, but yeah.
No, there's stuff. Well, you don't know what's on Mars because no one discovered it yet. Like,
Wouldn't it be fucking weird though? It would feel so surreal knowing you're the only person on a planet.
Yeah.
Asian turkey.
That's a kitty cat.
Yeah, you kind of look like my cat. Hold on.
Yeah, that was what an Asian turkey actually looks like.
Now, when are they going to Mars? I heard they delayed it to 2030.
The thing with going to Mars is, 1, it's very fucking dangerous, and 2, you got to have somebody willing to give up 8 years of their life or more.
There's like 50,000
They're not planning
people.
a return though.
Oh my god.
They're willing to give up their life.
Yeah, well, they give up your life because it's 4 years to Mars, and it's like 4 years back at like the speeds our rockets are capable of traveling.
So that's like saying that's even more than 8 years because that's like saying they're going to Mars just to go touch and then leave. Like
yeah, but like they're planning on one trip. Like
they get out of the pod. All right, time to go home.
Like, got you. All right, I'm out. Like
Shittiest vacation ever. I said this, like, wouldn't a space road trip be fucking horrible because you really don't see anything?
I would love to go on a road trip to the moon.
It'd be amazing.
The moon.
I always worry about the psychology of like these, like people would get cabin fever in a rocket for 4 years. The only way, this might sound sexist, the only way that you could make sure that people survive is if you have like a population of like 15 stunningly attractive women and like 5 dudes. That's the only way it works. Or maybe you might get the ratio wrong and the women will start fighting each other. I have no idea. Like, you'd have to do studies into this because that is a highly... Imagine being in a tin can floating for 4 years.
Just give those motherfuckers Monopoly.
If
No, that's
listen,
it.
listen, if they
You straight
guarantee
away.
if they guarantee us getting there and guaranteeing us getting back for what's that, 8 years, and we got to stay a month. So that's 8 years and 1 month. They guarantee us doing this, and we have, what is it, 4 of us, and we have 7 women with us. Would y'all do it?
There's another thing.
And then we get not nothing crazy. We get $3 million when we get back.
Not a month. I would want to be there for at least 4
Listen. We're going for 4 years there, 4 years back.
Are you just trying to have a party like the whole time?
I'm just saying, would
It's
y'all
like a
do
12-year
it?
I say you've got to spend more time on Mars than the travel. That's like going on holiday, taking 6 days to get there, spending 1
Here's
day
another
there.
thing you're not thinking about.
Spend more than 4 years there? Oh no.
You're in a self-contained unit that has to sustain life for 8 years plus. That means like electronics, battery life, backup batteries. There's got to be some form of energy that's possibly renewable. They can't like plug a PlayStation in and just chill out most of the day.
I'm just saying, in a perfect
What if someone
world,
got
they're
pregnant?
going to guarantee us coming back. Oh, someone will get pregnant.
Yeah, someone
Like-
got pregnant.
I mean,
It will be more people coming back.
that's
Let's
why they
just
keep
put it
having to
like
push it back. It's such a huge endeavor. It's not like
Yeah,
it's not
the
like we can go.
logistics of it are crazy.
It's not like we can have a cryogenic sleep chamber like in the movies where you can just like go to sleep. And then you got the effects of gravity, which we don't know about. I mean, like I guess we have a grasped idea of what Mars's gravitational pull is like.
Is it weaker than Earth or stronger? I can't remember.
It's weaker than Earth because it's further away from the sun. So, like the days and how you age will differ because of the way time reflects.
I don't think that works like that, Wings. I think
want no
I
more
thought
kids.
it was.
Gravity
I thought it was the
based
size
on-
of the mass.
Yeah, exactly.
Hold up. On another note, I'm thinking about it. I don't want no more kids, right?
Mars is
So-
smaller than Earth.
So if we get
It's bigger.
one of these girls pregnant in his mind, it'd probably be like a baby floating in space somewhere. I'm just saying. Like, all right, back to the other conversation.
Oh, have you heard? Right, there's so much space debris above Earth with satellites and all this kind of crap that it's actually too soon. Within the next 100 years, it will be
Mars-
too.
Mars
It
is
will be
half the
too
size of
dangerous
Earth.
to leave the Earth. Right.
Mars-
Yeah.
So all,
I heard that.
Yeah, Mars is half the size of Earth.
oh right. Okay. Well, it is weaker then because the mass is smaller. I think
Okay,
that's how that
say
works.
Say that again, Eddie.
So there's so much space debris, right, spinning around the Earth at ultra high speed because there's no friction. It never slows down. It just keeps going. There's so much there that's like tiny particles that are basically like tiny bullets, right? There's so much crap above the Earth because we've thrown satellites up there, and the Chinese recently blew up a fucking space station just because, and everyone told them not to do it because it's going to create a massive hazard for anyone leaving the planet or doing anything in space, and they were like, fuck it, blew it up anyway, right? So there's so much crap above Earth that soon we won't be able to leave anyway. All our dreams of science fiction, of reaching beyond the stars, that's the next scientific challenge, is building a ship that can withstand being shot by bullets, like going little projectiles, like moving
Just going
faster than any
yeah.
bullet
That
on
but
planet Earth.
That's not a problem. That's
It
more
is a
the-
problem.
That's
Jordy.
not.
The
Let me
best
tell you why that's not a
scientists in
problem.
The world is saying it's a massive problem.
Uh-oh.
I think that
Let me
will
tell you why
qualify.
it's a logistics problem more so than an actual problem. Because like eventually we're going to find the right tune for sound waves. You put a sound wave device on the front of a ship and you can just push the debris out of the way because space is a perfect vacuum. Everything's weightless.
It's right. It's not like the stuff is still. It's
Yeah.
it's like it's
Right,
like
but you just got to
it's like
change the
saying you're
direction
gonna cross the street.
of the energy.
It's not like it's in front of you though.
Yeah,
Right,
it's not.
understand
Like
it.
it's
like
gonna be
crossing a
going.
street. It's like crossing a street
with
where
controls.
you can't see the cars, but there's hundreds of thousands, if not millions of them, moving at faster speeds than anything on planet Earth can go. And you're saying it's a simple job getting across
It's
that
not
street.
simple. It's by no means simple. But the fact is, the reason it's so complex is because we can't test it on Earth because we can't recreate it.
Yeah.
But the
just gotta
idea
have
is
some
the
dang
idea is
car.
the answer is the simple one. You just got to figure out how to implement it. You just push it out the
They're gonna
fucking
have
way.
They're gonna have to fly a dummy ship up there with nobody in it, with those
But they-
waves,
And
those
that's a lot of
sound
money.
waves. Oh yeah.
I wonder what kind of armor you'd have to armor a ship's hull with to.
And then what if that explodes? That's gonna just add to the to the fucking
bang.
thing.
I mean, there's tanks that can withstand like fucking 105 millimeter shells, and they did that with sloped armor, 8 inches.
But yeah, you have to take that up to space. The weight, like, it's so expensive to get any amount of weight to space, and if you got to waste weight on the armor, it's not worth it.
You eventually purge the armor, but then you got to come back through it. How would you do that?
Well, you'd also stop a lot of it. Like, you'd just by going through it, you'd stop a lot of the shit because it would hit you and disperse, right? So you would.
Yeah, but
maybe you've got to come up with something like
it's got to disperse far enough to get Earth's gravitational pull. If not, it's going to go back to what it was doing.
I'm thinking we need some sort of, like you get snow plows on the front of cars. We need to build a space plow is what we need to build, right?
No,
and then we can go to Mars. Before we worry about how many men are there, how many women are there, will they all go crazy and kill each other like Event Horizon? Before you even get to that, you're like, we need to build a space plow, which is what I love about it.
We need to get that big patch of plastic in the ocean. We put it in space as another little moon, and it just accumulates all the little the debris. Now, anyways,
Whiteboy might be onto something there.
What the hell you talking about, man?
No, what's the logistics of periods in space? Like, are there is there a tampon? Is there like all-in-one super tampon that like can be reused? Like, what do they do for that?
I don't know.
Because it needs, like, you need to be very efficient. Like,
they gotta have like a biohazard room or something.
Aren't they? Am I making this up? But I think astronauts are prohibited from having sex in space. I don't think they're allowed to have sex.
I'm sure they did, but
I'm sure that's happened on one of those space stations. Sex in space.
Do you ever like look at our solar system and is kind of disappointed? Like, the blood moon was supposed to be the biggest fucking event of the year, and it's just like this. It's like literally this in the sky, but it's red.
Anybody have a picture of it? I didn't even look outside. Like, I was.
It's only like 0.7% bigger than the regular moon.
Yeah, I thought it was 13% bigger.
I'm like, I don't give a fuck about that shit.
Wait, you said
it was too cloudy here. I remember seeing Neil deGrasse Tyson say like an actual like if he referenced it in the size of a pizza. If you have a 16-inch pizza, the blood moon would be 16.07 inch is a pizza.
Really? I was on a plane. I didn't get to see it.
It was too cloudy here.
There was a medical emergency on my flight.
You said you tweeted it.
I never experienced this, but they actually got on the intercom, was like, is there a doctor on board? And I only seen that in the movies, and thank God that fucking happened. This guy passed out. I think he's okay. I hope so. Let me knock on wood for him. But I was like 3 hours into my 5-hour flight. My phone died or was on like 2%, and I didn't want to, like, I don't know. There was nothing to do, and then I heard the medical emergency, and then then the flight.
You should have recorded that. Oh, your phone died.
I tried to snap a picture, but I got the iPhone 6S because my fucking, I don't know if you guys know, but this got destroyed in a tragic. It committed suicide. It was.
You got it.
Well,
you got an iPhone. Oh no.
What, you don't like?
It'd have been a messed up video anyway.
No, the camera's good, but what I don't like about it is it fucking, like, it lights. Well, for the first time, I didn't know this, but I guess the screen right here lights up, like it turns to absolute white for a flash. I don't know how to change that setting yet, and I'm trying to sneak a fucking picture, I'm being all sneaky like this and shit, and then it just fucking lights up, and it was
annoying, right? I tried to sneak a picture of this girl ass. She was over my crib the other day. I tried to be a creep and like sneak a picture. The fucking shit was like, doo-doo. I'm like, oh God, come on.
Turn the flash off, pimp.
I'm like, like, you got to turn the sound off, and I forgot.
I want to hear how you covered this up. I want to hear your, like, what do you say to, like,
I was like, see, I could have got you. And
I'll be like, damn, my toes, they looking dirty, man. I need some athlete's foot spray or something.
I was like, see, I could have got you. That shit was like, I'm like, oh my, come on.
It should just be like, Jive be creeping. That's what it should say.
Jive, to answer your question, I don't think I would. I don't think I would do it. The 8 years out of my life for like 3 million, it would be really cool to be like that guy to go to Mars. I'm sure.
I mean,
my legend would.
I might have like uncalculated it based on
3 million, and you're tax exempt for the eight more years.
Because, like, I'm reading right here, it says, in February 2013, Dennis Tito's announced that they were going to send a 2-person crew, a man and a woman, to a 501-day free return flyby mission to Mars and back. So it might take a little over a year and a half. So you'd end up...
Man and a woman.
Yeah, just one man, one woman. And, you know, Virgin Galactic, which is like they own a porn-based section, offered them $1 million to have sex while they were doing it.
Really? It was only 500 days there and back?
501 days there and back.
That's not too bad. But I wonder if the logistics are a lot different if you want to land and if you want to slow down.
Oh, shit, yeah, especially since there's not going to be a place for you to land. There's no oceans.
Oh, what if you'd be like, oh, we can't land? It'd be all Rocky Mountains looking type of shit.
Look like the movie Stranded, where they crash on the landing.
I'm gonna say I couldn't do it because I haven't took a plane ride in like, I don't know, maybe a year, 9 months, and I was scared going to LA. Like, the fucking turbulence freaks me out, even if it was really mild.
What did you fly on?
American Airlines, those fucking old fucking aluminum looking planes.
Do they got engines on the tail or under the wing?
I don't know, probably the wing.
Was it a big one? Was it an Airbus? Like a 747?
Like 2x2 seats? One of the, I don't know.
You're on an Airbus.
You were probably on a 737.
I hate those fucking aluminum.
That's a
planes.
Boeing.
That looks so old. I hate the turbulence and just the landing. I would probably die.
Those aren't the best feeling landers. And you probably, since you wasn't sure, you probably was on an MD-80, which is very shitty. They're very shitty and rough. But if you were on like an Airbus 320 or even a 19,
maybe I could look it up. The turbulence wasn't bad. It's just a little bit of amount. Like, it freaks me.
Let me ask you this, Jive. I'm always want to ask this. Like, is there any planes you put luggage on that you'd be like, why is this bitch still flying?
Yeah. and the thing is
that's so scary.
And the thing is, nothing ever happens. Like, an accident can happen, planes crash, yeah, but these shits are like very reliable, man. They're real.
I'm sure you've got like mechanics that look over the shit.
Oh yeah, every time they land, they come through, look at the shit. Like if we see, like not the other day, I ain't been working like 2 weeks, but I seen like a tire, when a tire gets burnt down and it's starting to get to the metal, like that's inside the tire. I seen that, and then you tell them, and then, sometimes people don't do their job and shit, and I don't want nobody to get fucking hurt. Like, that's just being lazy. I seen
not doing your job when like 300 people's lives depend on it.
Exactly,
it's kind of fucked up.
That's really
bullshit,
fucked up. If
man.
there's any job that you don't want to be like lackadaisical with,
like
that shit.
Like my job, this is how it is. The plane come in, we go in, take all the bags off, send them up, we're on break. So that's like, they like, man, I ain't doing no extra shit. They just get the plane, take the bags off, send them up, break time, load it, send it off, break time. But like, some people like me would like look, make sure like the tires and all that shit is cool. And then
is that your job? That can't be like the luggage handler's job.
It's kind of my job because we bring the plane in and we chock the plane and we're like right there, like, you know what I mean? So we could do a walk around. It's not my job. It's the lead's job. But
I expect like some aviation expert that knows what he's looking at to go do something like that.
Yeah, that's what we are. Honestly, we really are. Like, we're not like we can't fly the plane, but we know like all about that shit. Like
what was the training for that? Like, what did you have to go? Like, what do they tell you? You have to look for this and that?
Yeah. It's like we go training for like a month.
I looked it up. I was on a 737, and I'm just what I was trying to say is,
See,
even
I
though
know my shit. See that, white boy?
it was just a little bit of turbulence. Not even like probably
They
one of the least turbulent flights I've been on. But it just freaks me out. Like every time I like drop 2 feet, I start fucking praying and.
If we fly to Eddie, if we take American Airlines or anywhere that goes to Eddie, we'll have a big Boeing or a big ass Airbus, a 330 or a 47, and you won't feel a thing, man.
I want to give a quick shout
Yeah,
out.
I'm just gonna say I've never felt turbulence. Like I know what you mean. Like when you're in the pit of your stomach, your body senses you're falling and shit. Like I've never had that on a plane ever.
I had it on the only time I rode on a plane, both ways.
Turbulence is what most people consider turbulence is this shit.
Yeah.
When the whole bitch starts raking and shaking, like.
I got that going to Miami, but it's like, like to me, it's like, eh.
Like
Is
for
that
that
because
to
you're moving
crash,
through denser air? Is that why that happens? It happens because you're going through like some air is denser because it's a
Yeah.
different temperature than the air next to it. So it's effectively more solid. So you're going through like pockets of different density air vapor, which is, I think that's why it is.
I was
And the
on-
plane obviously is just like shaking because it's going through at a high speed.
On the way back from LA, it felt like I fell 30 feet, like because I felt my ass come out of the seat.
and for that to
Okay.
happen, I would have been scared, Wings.
Because
Um,
you could physically see the plane do this motion right here.
Someone crashed. I think it was like Asian Airlines or something.
Malaysia, maybe.
Is that's they chose not to fly above like a storm. They chose not to fly above it.
I gotta.
not?
If I was
So they went
president,
through it.
If I was
My
president,
God.
I'm pissed off because we export all these jobs overseas, and if I was president, I would export American pilots to Asia because these motherfuckers crash every other fucking week.
Yo,
That's
I'm not gonna lie. Our pilot, I work for U.S. Airways, American Airlines. They're one company now, but the U.S. Airways pilots, oh my God, they're fucking all of them. Like all of them are good, but the U.S. Airways dude, like they're trained so well. Like when the plane took off and the birds flew in the engine, and then they were like, wait, try to stay in the air for 20 more minutes. And like, come on. Like, what are they talking to the aviation control? They told him to stay in the air for 20 more. He said, man, I'm going down in the Hudson right now on purpose. And then you see he did it, and then nobody got hurt. Like that's like a real.
They're
he
making
said,
that
just
into a
send people
movie
to
with
the
Tom
Hudson
Hanks,
right
aren't they?
now.
They're making that into a movie with Tom
Are
Hanks.
they?
Yeah.
That's
Like that's fucking amazing. Imagine this ties in something I was going to talk about. Like the other night, like before I reset my sleep schedule, I'd like woken up really late, and obviously when you do that, you're completely out of sync with your environment, and it throws you off a little bit mentally. And for some reason, I got into like watching documentaries, and one of them was what it was like for Obama the day they killed Bin Laden, right? And this whole documentary was like. The scene is so tense. Everyone is tense. Everyone is like, it's like that scene out of fucking Return of the Jedi where they say, okay, this is how we're going to attack the Death Star, and then the woman says at the end, many something died to bring us this information. Like that was literally true. People died just to get the information to like the fucking CIA and the military to be like where he could possibly be. They didn't know he was there. Like, I'm watching this documentary, like, this motherfucker, Obama, gets up every day and has to deal. There's no way he can just be like, can roll out of bed and be like, I don't feel like it today. Nah,
right.
sorry.
Every day.
Every day
for 8
is like,
years.
Yeah, for 8 years, it's
Every
like
day.
the most consequential work that there is in the world.
Just
This is
crazy.
the highest stakes it gets. This is the top of the top, right? And he's dealing with it so calmly, and he's talking to all these military people. I'm like, I'm sitting here in my fucking bedroom, and I'm worried about making a fucking YouTube video. And this guy's having to take fucking briefings like 5 times a day about like this super secret project. They couldn't even tell their family that they thought they had bin Laden. Like Hillary couldn't tell Bill. Obama couldn't tell his wife. The head of the CIA couldn't tell his wife. No one could say anything. It was that level of secrecy. No one. The people in that situation room could not say what the project was about to anyone, not even their like spouses.
Not even somebody like Bill Clinton. Like,
yeah, Hillary couldn't tell Bill, right?
That's crazy.
It's crazy, and like they get him, and like they can see like live what's happening, and some shit goes wrong with a helicopter and it crashes, but they still get him and all this kind of shit. And I'm just like, oh, like the morning he had to make the decision, he had to meet with these people and say, okay, Project X or whatever is a go, and there's these 3 people that are the only people in the White House that know what it is, and he had to sleep overnight deciding whether to go for this risky plan to kill someone who they thought was bin Laden. They didn't know it was him at the time. They thought, okay, this is worth the risk for the reward, etc., etc. And then as soon as he does that, he's on Air Force One to go and fly to some fucking hurricane place. What's that?
The Pope was here in Philly. This is city streets.
That looks like a scene from the Walking Dead, the Fear of the Walking Dead.
That phone cracked all the fuck up.
Cracked up!
But,
so yeah, like,
let
me just finish the story real quick. Let me just finish the story. So he has to decide to kill bin Laden, or to go for the mission, and then he has to go to like some hurricane aftermath and be like an incredibly emotional place where people have lost their homes and shit. And I'm like, fuck this guy's life. Like that is next level.
Presidents really deserve like to not be taxed or live free for their 8 years or whatever, because they gotta do a lot of shit, man.
I couldn't believe it. Put my life in sharp perspective. I was like, I'm worried about doing streams and shit, and this guy's like changing the world every day.
That's what Obama hit on Donald Trump on the last stream too. He's like, I seen he had to fire a guy and didn't make a good steak.
Yeah,
he didn't make a good White House guy.
And he said, and that will keep me up at night.
Technically, didn't George Bush just like take off like 3 weeks? Like at a time from like
George Bush did do that one time. I think Bush is the only one that did it.
Every time I seen Bush, he was on vacation. Like he'd be like, "We're bombing this country. Congratulations! I'm going back to Texas on vacation."
Now watch this drive.
I was gonna say, how are they gonna make the back to the pilot that crashed into the Hudson? How the hell they juice money out of everything? How the hell are they gonna make a movie out of that? And the whole flight was, I say, 40 minutes tops.
Maybe it's his story. Like this guy is a veteran or something.
Like nobody don't want to watch. Nobody don't want to watch his life. They want to watch the plane and the rescue. Like they don't want to. Oh, hey, honey, what's for dinner? Like nobody want to see that.
There was a movie with Denzel, and he was flying the plane upside down, drunk.
Yeah, he plays like a drunk pilot. And he does this amazing play to save everybody, and then they find out he's an alcoholic and a drug addict and shit. Yeah, I can't remember what it's called.
It was a good movie.
It's called Flight.
It's called Flight. Yeah, ain't it called Flight?
Yeah.
Should I watch it? I haven't seen it before.
What? He fucking. Oh, we can't talk about it.
It's. I would consider it a great movie.
No, it ain't. It ain't. Oh my God, it's not.
I mean, like it's not. It's got a kind of unsatisfying ending as well, and it's like this whole Republican world where punishment has to be punishment.
Oh God, Republicans.
That's who usually does that kind of bullshit. Like some people are like high up on like we gotta punish this. Like why does there always have to be punishment? You can't make mistakes.
He flew upside down.
No, but he did it because the plane fucked up. Like the plane fucked up. Anybody else would have killed everybody on board, and he, inebriated, was able to save the plane.
Is it based on a true story?
I don't know about that, but like that's the whole deal of that story. Him drunk and high on cocaine, he was able to save everybody on board.
Was he actually on cocaine? I thought he was just a drunk.
He was on cocaine, and he was drinking to try to get the cocaine buzz off so he could fly.
Oh, okay.
And it ended up killing one person on board because they like a food cart or something killed her.
Yeah, she was like a stewardess, right?
Yeah, stewardess, and like I guess Spoiler alert, at the end of the movie, he gets charged with her murder, like manslaughter.
I've noticed when the pilots go to the bathroom, like the two stewardess go to like the front and they have a food cart like right in front of the pilot store.
Yeah.
And I guess that's their line of defense after 9/11. I don't know.
Yo,
I've always been mystified by that. Like when a horrible attack like 9/11 happens and they hijack planes, and then they put all these security measures in place, I'm like, do you really think these motherfuckers are going to try exactly the same thing twice? Like, does that logic hold up to anybody else?
I think everybody on the plane would be like, fuck, like they can stab one of us, but they're eventually gonna get.
That's what I've been
up.
saying. Anyway, pilots back to pilots using the bathroom, cuz pilots, when they get off the plane, they be fucking our bathrooms up, cuz we had to put a note on the door. Ramp employees only in this bathroom. Like, they literally go in there and take shits, like, and no fucks given. Like, I don't live here. Fuck it. You know, I'm gonna take a shit.
I'm flying to
New York. Shit at work is like, Jive in there taking a shit. Like, you know, like, that's how it is. Like, you can't take no shit where people can find you.
I used to save all my shits for work. I'm like, why shit at home when you get paid to shit?
I got an idea though. This might work because I want to come out with a pair of decoy sneakers.
Decoy sneakers. Tell us.
Yeah,
more.
because people can identify you if you're taking a shit by your footwear.
Don't you have work boots though in your line of work?
Or your work. They know your work boots. Like, you walk around all day with your work boots. That's Neil. Oh, that's Neil right there under the plane. That's Neil. Neil, come here, yo. That's my name, Neil, if y'all didn't know. So if I'm in the stall or whatever taking a shit, they look at the boots. Neil taking a shit. You know, so put the decoy sneakers on.
I love this idea. You'd have to make it so that you could have... You'd have to be like this is like secret agent stuff. Like, you'd have to disguise yourself as your co-workers.
Oh my God, you know what?
I was thinking the same thing.
You could frame someone for taking a shit.
You know what? I was gonna say it just comes in different colors, but you know what?
Custom
They're gonna come
old.
old. They're gonna come old and worn. They're not gonna look brand new, so everybody would know they're the decoy sneakers. They're gonna come a little old, you know.
Have like a program that you can take pictures of other people's work.
Here's the beta right here. Here's the beta of my decoys.
We're in closed beta, everybody.
Right. So,
but you can't have a design. Have other people's boots that you want the look in there.
No, those are the chameleons.
Oh.
That's a whole other line. The chameleons, they're gonna cost extra that you could I could be like somebody else.
There's even a line to make men's shoes look like women's, right? So you can get away with using the much nicer bathrooms. Because I don't know about you, but if you've ever accidentally walked in a woman's bathroom compared to a guy's bathroom at like a bar, the women's bathroom is always like fucking pristine and smells nice and isn't covered in piss.
I remember a girl had to use our bathroom one time because the women's shit was fucked up. And then like one would watch the door and one would go in real quick. And she came out like, God, what the fuck y'all doing there? Like,
I found a pube.
I'm like,
I found a pube on top of a urinal. I took a picture of it, and I'm like, how the fuck does it get up there? Just one single long ass pube. Like, come on.
Yeah,
man.
I don't know what people be doing. They probably scratch, and then when they're putting their hand up, falls out as nasty shit.
I never understood that shit. Like, Kyle told a story one time where he like hovered above the toilet to take a shit. I'm like, just wipe the bitch off and sit down.
No, no, wings, yuck.
It's been scientifically proven that toilet seats are cleaner than your face.
not public toilet seats.
These are public toilets.
Man, you better put that tissue shit.
They did it on Mythbusters. Look, they swab public toilet seats and then they swab people's faces. The face was like 3 or 4 times more grimy than a toilet seat in a public.
They did it at a brand new restaurant or something. They ain't do it at Tell them come to our fucking bathroom. I bet you that
Go
shit
to a
is
sports
wrong.
bar.
But you got to
on-
think about
on a
this, though,
Packers
Jive.
game in Wisconsin.
Think about this.
Seen
Most
those
people
fucking
wear
times.
pants and shorts and things like that. Your butt doesn't really touch much things but the toilet seat.
So
But there's shit,
I'm-
there's piss
I have
all
to
over
say,
the place.
Jordy, I'm with you. I'm not one of these. I'm not prissy about my ass.
you will
like
sit your bare ass on
I
a
have
public toilet.
never.
what the
I
fuck's gonna happen? Am I,
I
gonna
have
catch
never got a
arse AIDS
disease
or
from
something?
toilet seat. It is like A's don't like jump up my asshole when I'm sitting on the toilet seats either.
Oh
I've
well,
never
I would
once
never
put that paper towel shit over it. I just usually
No.
like
I've
I'll
seen
wipe it down with a towel, throw it in the sink, and sit right down on it and take me a big manly lumberjack shit.
A friend of mine told me that he like lays out toilet paper like around the seat, like it's some sort of tiny cushion. I was like, I need to see your man card right away and confiscate it because this isn't okay.
There's so, I mean, like, what about a
Well,
porta
I-
potty?
You know,
The porta potty's the worst because you look down in there and there's like, just looking down
it's
a
the
porta
worst. Yeah,
potty.
that's the worst. I would rather not. I would rather shit myself than use one of those.
At like at a paintball event too, where it's all just sweaty and grimy, and that's.
I just don't understand it. I don't understand. Like something like this is not going to stop the fucking flesh-eating bacteria from cabin fever.
Yeah, that's why you
I'm
put
sorry.
more of it on there.
Jive, how many layers are we talking? Like,
I put like 3-4 of them on there.
I feel,
Jive,
I got to shit too
Jive walking
fucking bad.
around
when I
and
go
it's got,
to,
like,
if
a
I'm going to
spare
shit in
toilet
public, it's coming. There's no going to be like I'm going to plan out my little castle. I try to avoid shitting in public as often as possible because I hate farting because I fart while I shit. So when I sit down there, it's like,
dude, I think.
you know, I just like let that bitch rip.
the thing with pooping in public is you're gonna poop for like 5-10 minutes, whatever. The people pissing are gonna be gone by that time. They're not gonna wait and just see who's this motherfucker making this noise.
No, I had.
Trust me, the
horrific-
airport, they're in a line. Like if you come out, somebody's next.
Let's
So
make
he's
this
gonna
as
know your
simple as
stinking
possible.
ass, and he might
I
be
had
on
a
the same
very
flight
traumatic-
as you.
Yeah, I had a very traumatic experience in a public toilet. Like, pause, right? So, not in that way, in just the way that, like, this guy was in the shitter before me, right? But I wasn't walking in and I heard him. Like, he'd finished up, he's flushing the loo, whatever. He got up. I went in there. This motherfucker stayed there washing his hands, I don't know, looking in the mirror, checking his hair for like a good 5 fucking minutes. And I was like, I really needed a shit, but I was like, Jordy, I was like, this is going to make some noise. I'm not talking about, this ain't no silent op, right? This ain't killing Osama bin Laden. This is something else. This is fucking Hiroshima and Nagasaki, motherfucker. This is going to get out of order quick, right? I don't want this motherfucker. He's going to see me walk out this toilet and be like, yo, he may look like some civilized person, but Jesus Christ, what I just said in there. I was like, I want you to fucking hurry up. All right, I don't want you fucking washing your face and your hands and checking your hair and doing all this.
Gotta
shit.
wash
I want
your
you
hands.
out this fucking toilet now.
You gotta
yeah.
wash your hands.
Yeah, wash your hands, but it doesn't take fucking 5 minutes.
Hold on. Wings almost shook his head. No, you don't wash your hands after a shit.
I use baby wipes.
That's fair enough. It's got alcohol on it.
That's something. Yeah.
I don't wash my hands, but
That's
like I
better
wipe,
than
I wipe with paper. I wipe with like toilet paper. Then I do baby wipes, and then I'll use a baby wipe to wipe my hands.
All right, that's something. That's something. White boy, you wash your hands, right?
Not when I piss, but when obviously if I shit.
You don't.
Well, not all
you
the
don't
time.
Wipe your hands. You don't wash your hands or wipe your hands after a piss. Not home. Not home. I'm talking about
like-
publicly.
Yeah.
I don't
well-
touch my dick when I piss though.
Well, at the airport, maybe if I'm in a rush, I'll just, fuck it. I got a pretty clean penis. I know where my penis. Maybe it's a little sweaty.
Yeah, but
maybe
you gotta touch stuff like, you know that, right?
Well, your penis ain't fucking like a
They should be
smorgasbord of
thankful.
disease. Come on now.
No, because you touch stuff before you touch.
I'm gonna look at it this way, Jive. If I can,
I
put
wash
dick
my
in a
hands
bitch's
before
mouth,
I take a piss.
if I can put my dick in a bitch's mouth and she comes out fine, I'm not worried about my hand touching it. You know.
He's saying that
You're
can
not
touch
getting
some
what I'm
bad
saying. You
shit
touch
and then
nine.
touch
You
it.
touch 12 doors.
No, I don't touch the doors. I'll elbow a fucking bathroom door before I or.
No, even
just-
even a door coming in. You grab
Motherfuckers must
your
have
luggage.
big ass immune systems or something.
Bathroom doors scare the fuck out of me. I'll do.
Why does
like one of
bathroom
these.
doors scare you?
Because I know people are like me, not fucking washing their hands after
I
they
do.
piss.
I karate kick the fucking the flushing thing.
You the motherfucker that makes every kangaroo bathroom door have that wobble on it, huh?
Kangaroo bathroom door.
I
You
don't know what that
never
is.
take a shit at a kangaroo? Like this is from experience right here. If you're gonna take a shit on the road, you gotta hit a kangaroo up. They always have the cleanest bathrooms.
Is that a
Oh,
restaurant? Or
It's
like
a convenience.
Oh, it's a line. Okay, I never heard of them.
It's down here in the south, but kangaroo always has nice bathrooms. They always have public bathrooms, so you look for one.
Kangaroo's a washing, like a clothes washing place up in Milwaukee.
It's
Well,
a
where I'm
convenience
at-
here.
Where I'm at, we go to the customs bathroom. Like everybody's not allowed up there, but I got a custom seal, so I go up there and I be fucking they shit up, boy. I know they smell that shit when I leave.
What's the security process for you getting into the airport? Is like I know I see people that work at the airport. They kind of like skip the lines. It feels like, but is it as intense? Do you have to still put?
Yeah. They search your dumbass.
Yeah. Okay.
If like you flying out, they search you. But if you coming to work, we got like a door, and then they be out there and they give you a little see what's in there. It's fast though, like.
Okay. You made me feel a little bit more confident about my flights. I don't know. I get so scared, and technically driving to the airport is probably more dangerous. But it's just that you don't have the control, and even if like I'm experiencing that turbulence, I have to experience that for like 30,000 feet before.
I got to say this: I'm more scared of other people driving a car than I am on a flight.
Yeah.
At least when I'm on an airplane, I know that there's a guy that's had years of training piloting this vehicle. Whereas I'm over here with Missy, who has her driver's license for 4 fucking years or some shit.
Dancing and texting
And she texting and dancing and shit. I'm like, hold up, bitch, look at the road.
Jive, do you know, like, what if one of the pilots went completely fucking psycho and said, "Fuck it, this is the day," and they just
That did happen.
Yeah.
That Austrian guy flew a plane into a mountain.
Yeah.
Oh, that's why that happened. I heard about that. It was recent,
Yeah.
right? But why? Don't go into a mountain, bro.
Who was it? What
He was
what
a
He was
airline?
a co-pilot. He was an Austrian co-pilot, I believe, or German. I can't remember. One of the
What
two.
airline was it?
Some European one.
So what happened? He locked out the main pilot.
Locked everybody out and flew the plane straight into the side of a mountain.
Fuck, man.
Just kill yourself.
Yeah.
Maybe he wanted to be a mask. Maybe he wanted to be like a mask guy. It was a Germanwings plane crash.
Mm-mm-mm.
Maybe he wanted to be a
deliberately
mask
crashed
guy?
plane.
Wait, what wings? He wanted to be a mask guy. He wanted to.
No. Like he wants to be a serial killer. Like like a lot of people that want to be are suicidal. They'll go out shooting. They'll like go to something they hate, like a movie theater or like a Jewish place, or they'll just shoot.
A church, a Jewish place, or whatever.
Yeah, they'll just shoot a place up and then they'll shoot themselves. I mean, that could have been the same thing. He wanted to take people with him. Like he had some kind of like twisted thought in his head.
I might fuck your family up. I know they don't have anything to do with it, but if a pilot crashes, kills my family, this and that, and I find out where his family is, I'm fucking somebody up. Somebody's getting fucked up. I'm sorry. Y'all going, I didn't have shit to do with it, but bitch, you gotta pay. Fuck that.
You made that motherfucker.
Right. Especially your mom and your dad. They getting
Well,
fucked
be like
up.
that bitch Maria get her intestines pulled out of her pussy. We didn't talk about that yet.
No.
There was
What?
a boy, this Latin guy, he was fucking this girl named Maria. She was like 31. And while he is fucking her, right, she calls out her ex-husband's name, like in passion. He goes crazy on this bitch. He takes his fist and punches her in the pussy, goes up into her, and pulls some of her intestines out through her pussy. And she like dies in the bathroom.
What?
But there's nothing else to explain. That's what happened.
I'll just not
That
fuck
is-
more like. I just
How can
be
you
like-
be that mad? How can you
Yeah.
be that mad? How can you go from fucking to to that mad.
that quickly.
That just justifies why you came in her face. Like you could just come in her face and you'd be like, "You made me mad by saying that."
Maybe elbow her a little bit.
Now I'm coming in your face all the time.
Elbow her a little bit.
You know, like if the worst thing I'd probably do is I'd give her the donkey punch.
I wouldn't punch her at all.
Can you really?
The donkey punch is like where you take your dick out and put it right in the ass, right at the end.
I mean, I guess if
pull
you
it out and you go right in the butt.
How does he get his whole fucking like? Is he going like this and just like?
What terminology? He must have had some fucking little fucking midget hands.
I don't know what his hands look like. He looks like a pretty big Latin dude. Let me see.
Well, how big was the girl? Holy shit.
Yeah, she must have had a big whore pussy.
A big roomy vagina with its own echo.
Like, what?
Here it is right here. Here's the article.
I mean, if it's just the name, maybe he was suspecting.
You got a picture of her too, man. She's good looking too. Damn.
I don't know, man. That's a little. The punishment didn't fit the crime right there.
He was a fucking dumbass, man.
Fidel Lopez kills girlfriend who screamed ex-husband's name out during sex, police say. Police say Sunshine Man ripped out unconscious girlfriend's internal organs.
He probably going through it with her, like with the same guy or something for a long time. Like you know what I mean? Like she must have just kept fucking with the guy, and it got to be some kind of explanation to get that fucking mad. Like, how do you get that mad?
I don't know. On that note, I just want to shout out William
Harold.
W.
William H.
Yeah, I don't know if he wants his whole name out there, but
William W. though.
And
he's gonna be like William. Then you say W. You're gonna be like, oh.
He had like
that's not me.
His name is Epic. I'm gonna ask him if I can say his name on the show, but his name is Epic.
It sounds like he should play polo.
They call him William H., the all-time great. He fucked the most hoes out of New York State. He rocked his jewels. He's not a fool. In the small of his back, he got this big-ass tool.
He's one of our biggest Patreon supporters, and I sent him a message just to, say thank you.
Pause.
And his only request was that we put the show on Stitcher. So if you're a Stitcher fan, or if you think Stitcher is more convenient for you, if you don't like it on mine or Wings of Redemption's channel or on iTunes, it's got to be on Stitcher now. So you can thank William for that.
What's Stitcher?
Stitcher's just like another audio platform. I think it works for Android. It's more of an Android thing.
Does.
Droid.
And Windows Phone, whoever the fuck has one of those.
They still make those things? It's like the Sony Ericsson. It's just like I thought it was just a bad thing that used to exist.
Why don't AverMedia? I know this is way different, but why don't they fucking release any kind of drivers? AverMedia, God, they're fucking horrible.
I'm just starting to. They sent me one of these, and
that's AverMedia.
Yeah, look at they sent me with a Battlefield 4. They could have sent me something a little bit more updated.
This free shit I got is not to my taste.
Well, it is cool. I'm not Well, I was sponsored by them before. They didn't sponsor me on this one. Fuck it. You know what? They didn't sponsor me on this one. Fuck that one.
You know what? I just bought one of those. The Live Gamer Extreme.
My AverMedia sucked.
It's pretty cool. Like you can change your little card and make it custom.
But if Elgato would like to send me another one, mine's kind of on the fritz. Elgato
just made a new one.
Yeah,
they're using the old 30 FPS one too.
Yeah, this one's 60 frames. I was playing Tony Hawk with it.
What the fuck?
All right, you got.
What happened to me? Am I still here?
You're there. Yeah, you're back. It's all good. We're all good.
Am I here?
Yeah,
yes.
Yeah. Hello.
Yeah, you're here.
Can you hear us?
Hello?
Hello?
Are you trolling?
Hello. 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 Hello.
Hello. 1, 2.
Yeah, I got this shit though. I heard you. I was just playing.
Oh, okay.
The extreme cap.
Oh, the extreme cap.
It's pretty good, but sometimes it flickers here and there, and make some drivers. What the fuck?
That one
Yeah.
doesn't even go out to a monitor though, does it? You play on the preview, right?
Yeah, it's the dumbest idea I ever fucking heard in my life. Like, who the fuck want to play on the preview? Like, what if something happens while recording? Like, what if it lags a little bit? Stuff like that happens. You know that, Media, you dickheads.
Yeah, I was having some issues with this. I was playing Tony Hawk and like the frames were dropping, and I was trying to put it on OBS, and then OBS just like crashed, and then the sound was working, but the audio wasn't. It was a mess. But
What's the name of that?
Extreme Live Gamer Extreme.
Live Gamer Extreme. I just bought one.
Media Extreme Cap U3. That's what this is.
Like the I'm really glad that
Oh, the
Elgato
internal?
finally switched it up, because the like Wings struggled so much on Twitch to fix his leg with the
His voice and yeah, that's annoying.
it was horrible. It
Was my
not
shit fixed lately? Like
I think it's better.
You have to
haven't
delay
noticed
your
it.
mic and webcam.
I
by
do about
the,
1450.
Yeah, by the time.
This
that-
one is 14 milliseconds.
Yeah, that one's
1400.
horrible. That one's the
That's
This
the
one
I
is
got.
1400. The other one is 800. But while you stream for an hour and more, it slowly
yeah.
disconnects the voice from it's so annoying.
I mean, speaking of streaming, it was TwitchCon, the first ever TwitchCon. I did not attend. I had to pass, but I didn't go because I was going to Star Wars thing. You guys really didn't watch too much of it. I think it was really cool just to see it, another con that's, I wish they would have had YouTube con, like PAX and E3 is really cool, but the PAXs aren't really, that was like the equivalent of TwitchCon. Everybody who did Twitch or YouTube would go to PAX, but there was nothing there for those people, really. It was just a place where everyone could meet up. TwitchCon was really cool. They had, one thing I thought was really cool, they had a lot of people from the emotes, like the Kappa guy was there, the Craig
Yeah, I
Gazin
saw
guy.
that, yeah.
That was pretty cool to see that they were actual people, and I've seen them so many times, but they also announced that you can now upload just videos to Twitch to kind of compete with YouTube, which it's never got it. Like, everybody in the Twitch chat was like, rip YouTube, rip YouTube. It's not going to happen unless YouTube does something completely fucked up. YouTube's got to be the source for videos, and I think Twitch has got to be the source for live streams. Honestly, I think YouTube will take more of the live stream audience than Twitch will take of the YouTube viewing audience. Then there's
the people that stream on YouTube gaming are people who don't have big streams on Twitch.
yeah.
I don't mean to be a dick.
Yeah, that's
That's
definitely
why.
correct.
But I see people still like Lyric, like any big streamer, Josh OG. I mean, I can go on forever. They always upload their videos to YouTube, and I think they're going to continue to do that just because it's the biggest platform. And I don't know, I watched a little bit of it. They had some interesting panels, like if you're up and coming Twitch streamer, like how to network and how to do this and that, and when you need a manager. And that was okay. Like, they had some behind the scenes stuff like they had at VidCon. Actually, I didn't mention VidCon. I thought there was nothing for YouTube. There's VidCon, which they kind of did that as well. But the coolest thing was the H1Z1 Invitational. It was 60 people in Battle Royale on H1Z1. They were just fighting to the death. There was like 20,000 for first place. 10th place got like $1,000, and that was really.
There's somebody. Do you know who won?
A guy named Ninja. He's a pro Halo player on console, and then he just came over and dominated. Like, he killed Summit, which Summit was the fan favorite. Obviously, he's one of the biggest streamers, but Summit's really, really good at PC games. He was a CS pro, and he wins so many battle royales. And,
Summit 1G.
yeah, he didn't even place in the top 10. Yeah, so a guy named Ninja won, and Mr. Grims won the second game. There was 2 different games, and it's really cool. I really like the Survivor games, which I don't know why they're not doing it. It was so fucking popular. Survivor games is a DayZ event that I'm sure
We need to do our own one.
Exactly. I'm sure Moho is going to be in the next one because he
gotta be.
He's killing it right now. And I wanted to talk about that too, because a longtime supporter of the show, Overflow, he's been supporting me and Wings for many years now, and he's coming up. He's not a large channel, but he has a medium sized.
He does that Omegle shit. I want to do that.
He's got more subs than me.
And yeah,
that's not difficult though.
He asked me like,
you're about 20 grand now.
He said, "Will I ever make it big on YouTube?" And like my stance on it is like every dog has his day. As long as he keeps on going at it and making good content, you're gonna blow up eventually. And you just have to find that, like, the biggest tip. Like, a lot of people probably are inspired, like they want to be a YouTuber or Twitch streamer, or maybe they do it, but they don't have the level of success they want right now. And I think Moho is a perfect example. You just have to keep going. Like, maybe Jive can talk more about this than I can, but I've been watching Moho for a while. I like watching DayZ streamers, especially the good ones. And he started like maybe 3 months ago, 5 months ago, he was averaging, I don't know, maybe 50 viewers to 150 or something.
Less than that.
And now like the last 3 days, he had 500, 600, maybe 400, and you just have to keep at it. And another thing, if you're looking to get on, YouTube or Twitch, just find a game and just sink your teeth in it and just go at it. There's so many different DayZ streamers that blew up off of that game. There's so many Destiny streamers that blew up off that game. I blew up off of Call of Duty. You just have to find the game and stick with it, and be patient. Like, it's not gonna happen day one. Like, nothing I can do right now is gonna make me a fucking viral success. Maybe if I do something awesome. Like, there's a video, How Animals Eat. Do you remember that video? It was
How Animals Sleep.
No, it was, well, this one.
How about the honey badger video? That's a good example in this situation.
Yeah, you could do something like crazy like that, but if you just want to be a personality like any of us here on the call, you have to just like be consistent. And I think the biggest tip I would give to someone who doesn't know how to start a Twitch channel is just get into a game and just do that every fucking day from like midnight to fucking 6 a.m. or whatever your schedule is. Just be consistent. And
especially Twitch. Like in YouTube, sometimes you get drowned out, but in Twitch, like Moho will tell you, like he used to get like 30 viewers on a good day, and one day nobody was streaming, and he was streaming, and then like people just started watching him. Like that 30 viewers probably had him on the top row, because nobody was streaming, and they saw him play, and then they were like, wow, this, like, and he already got a name in like Call of Duty. So they're like, wow, this guy can play. I heard this name before or whatever. And then he's just started building ever since. And he's like, probably, to be honest, he's one of the best players I ever seen play DayZ.
He hit a shot. You were with him. I was watching. He hit a shot like 600 meters away. He was on top of this like 8-story building. There was another guy almost in like another city, pretty much. And he sniped him through this, like there's two, like, I don't know, gas pipes like this.
Yeah.
And he sniped him right through it. It was fucking sweet.
He pulled off this fucking play, right? It was one of those buildings, one of the 3 stories. He ran up the steps, right? He was a Bambi. Bambi is you got no gear, you just got a t-shirt and jeans or whatever.
T-shirt and a dream.
Yeah, and it was this dude racking up bodies. I mean, racking up bodies, killing everybody. And then he climbed up because he know the dude was fighting another dude. So somehow he got past the dude that was on the bottom of the steps. He got past him and then hid in the bodies. He hid in the bodies, and then this was laying there. And then them dudes shot each other. And then the guy that was killing everybody was unconscious. And then he got up, beat the shit out of the guy that was unconscious, took all his stuff, and then now he got like his gear. Him and Anthony are definitely the top 2 players I ever seen play. Like, they're like real good at the game. Yeah, but if you're good and entertaining, he interacts with, you got to interact with your, you got to always be ready for the chat. That's
Yeah.
another thing in Twitch. You got to always be ready in the chat, even if nobody's there. You got to always peek at it. Always peek at the chat.
I mean,
Because somebody,
I was gonna say Eddie's doing a great job on Twitch too.
Eddie does a great job at that shit.
been-
Somebody might be like, hey. All right, he's not responding. Let me leave. Like that could have been another viewer right there.
Yeah. The thing for me is, when you said your advice, White Boy, there's a lot of it that rang true with me, but there's one thing that I think just a little edge. It's not cynicism, it's just realism, and that's that not everyone is a born entertainer, and this is a cool thing to do. Okay, to play games and entertain people is a great job if you can make it your job, but not everyone has the kind of personality that can just be in front of a camera, play a game, and entertain a bunch of people. A lot of people do incredibly generic things all the time, every day on YouTube, and they stay consistent and they upload all the time and they do the same things that people have been doing for years, and they're like, where's my success? And there's a part of me that's like, you don't just deserve success because you grinded, actually. You deserve success if you're in the entertainment industry, if you're entertaining. That is more important than anything. If you're not entertaining, you can grind your life away trying to become big on YouTube, and you never will, right? Because there are people out there who can turn on a camera and be instantly entertaining, right?
So, would you compare that to sports too? Like, there's people who are like John Jones. He's just a naturally gifted athlete.
He's good though. He's good though. People watch him.
I think you guys are forgetting about the luck factor.
Yeah, it's definitely luck.
I mean, like, I haven't had a successful YouTube channel for like 3 or 4 years now, and like I'm living off past glory, and like at the same effect, there's been 100 channels that flew by me, 1 million subscribers, never heard of them.
Yeah.
It's right place, right time, being entertaining.
But that's
stars
YouTube.
have to align. The stars have to align. Twitch, the stars have to align.
That's YouTube. Twitch is a little different. You gotta at least, if you're gonna just jump right into success in Twitch, you gotta at least been successful at YouTube and already have a fan base that just like your videos already. Because like honestly, like I was watching Summit. And he has a fan base because he was like a pro or something before. I don't really know.
Pro, wasn't he?
And I don't even know. And I'm watching and I'm like, what's entertaining about this guy? Like, he's not entertaining to me, but he had a fan base already. But the people who just starting from the bottom up, you know, they gotta really be entertaining. You gotta have some kind of entertainment factor to you.
Yeah, like I agree with you, Geordie. Like even if you have what I call talent, right? So you can entertain people just with the force of your personality and all those kind of things. The camera's put on you, you can be entertaining and interact with people, right? If you've got the requisite talent to be capable of success, you might not get the opportunity because as you say, the stars don't align for you at the right time and you don't hit the right wave. Look at someone like FaZe Jev is a very good example of someone like this. FaZe Jev hit popularity at the right time for him. He originally had a smaller channel than me, and he was grinding on Black Ops 2 for ages with no face cam, and was quite generic, right? And then he started doing a little bit of PewDiePie things. He started playing a little bit of horror games. He started putting his face in his videos, and he started building a following of who he was. Now, it helped he had a viral video with his Modern Warfare 3 Rage Taj, which wasn't on his channel, it was on somebody else's channel, but people found out who the guy who made that was, and it was Jev, right? And he built that fan base, and then because he's a sniper, FaZe recruited him, and they recruited him not because he's the best sniper in the world, but because he's entertaining. And then when you've got FaZe behind you, you suddenly grow 40,000 Twitter followers overnight, right? And that propelled him to 1 million+ subs that he's at now, right? So he was about 80,000 when he was signed to FaZe, about 80,000 subs, and he's just absolutely exploded. Now You don't even know him, right?
Yeah, I was
I've never watched one video of his.
I never
He looks
even
like
heard
me,
his
right?
name before.
Yeah, he kind of looks like you. Yeah, and he's just a normal guy who's entertaining. He's not arrogant. He can just turn a camera on and record him being him and telling stories and entertain people for a very specific audience.
Well,
right? And that's that. And he hit the right demographic, and he got so lucky. But he's also talented.
what I would say,
So
like, that's YouTube, and then, but like for Twitch, right place, right time. Getting
Definitely.
lucky. That's part of the like.
That's kind of lucky. That's kind of lucky.
It's look at like you said with Moho, place, right time. No, he was just grinding like he usually did, and since no one was playing, he put himself in that situation. He made his own luck right there.
Yeah, I think
I've always said Twitch is kind of different because this is what I believe. On YouTube, you can make a massive successful channel and not be entertaining. I think that's quite possible.
Exactly. That's what I was saying.
Not in any diss. Do not take this as a diss, fans of these people. But someone like Ali A, although Ali's kind of like Ali
is not entertaining.
I was about to
He's
say.
been doing
He kind
a
of
better
is.
job.
He kind of is. If you've met him or you know of him through other friends, like I do. Like I know anyway. He's a bad example. Someone who makes purely informational content that has a massive channel, all those kind of things. I'm not going to mention names. You know who they are. Those people, their capacity to entertain their audience.
Mention names. We got to, man. That's what makes us different.
Okay,
Come on, throw that motherfucking name out.
Okay, so
The first one's Drifter.
No, Drifter is a great YouTuber, but would you watch a Drifter stream?
I'm sure he'd do well because of his following.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was saying.
But if you didn't know him, and he didn't have that, and he was just starting out now on Twitch, would you watch him?
I'd look at the same place when I go to a Lyric stream. But I sometimes I'll watch games that are odds and ends, and I'll join, and Lyric will be playing that game. It's like 30,000 people. Let me see what this is about. And I'm like, Lyric is fucking terrible at everything he does. It's not his home game.
It's just his voice, and like he got like this sarcasm to him. Like
I was like it's not even entertaining. I don't find him entertaining. It's like, why do these other people get it? I never understood that because like
that's how
Twitch
some
for me,
it was. I
like
was
Twitch
like
for me.
this.
Like today, I grew 40,000 followers on Twitch. I didn't even Twitch, not 40,000, 40 followers. And like I grow between 100 and 150 every time I Twitch. I'm like, but my streams never grow. Like I always have the same people show up and the same number of views, and it's like,
well, I know exactly why it is because you stream like every other Wednesday. It feels like to me. Like I have no idea when you stream.
Yeah,
like, but when I do, like you're streaming Dark Souls, you're streaming something, but it was like at 7 a.m. It was 10 a.m. It was really early. And because
what was that? BioShock or some shit?
BioShock was the last time I streamed. First time was Dark Souls.
When it grows. I think Twitch streams grow for being consistent. Like right now, I took my vacation. Then I was planning to stream this weekend, but then I go to Star Wars. I got to get back into it. I got to be more consistent, and that's when I was growing. I was streaming every fucking every Monday, every day with a T. Basically, I took off.
I don't know,
and I haven't done that in a while.
My problem is I feel like my streams are good. I don't want to say they're the best out there. I'm like, how do I have 35,000 followers and like 300 show up?
Twitch doesn't send those notifications.
Look, the thing about first of all, I just want to not backpedal, but I want to say about Drifter, it's a bit out of order that I say, would you watch his stream? People do watch his stream, okay? I'm sure people would find him entertaining. The point I was making was that it's a different kind of personality that succeeds on Twitch as opposed to someone who can make videos, right? That is different. That's the point I was making. Anyway, so what Twitch is a very competitive marketplace because you're competing for the live viewer. Someone has to spend a 1-to-1 time ratio with you, right, to be a loyal viewer. Whereas a YouTube video, they can watch that at any time of day that they want, fit in their schedule, do whatever. Twitch, they're doing it where they have to watch when you are streaming, right? Mm-hmm. And that's very competitive. All right, so when you're live, how many other Twitch channels are live? You may have 30,000 followers, but how many of those followers are also following people that stream at the same time? And you're competing directly with that person for their attention. and that's why it's difficult.
When I see a Wings of Redemption stream, I click that first and foremost.
Yeah, so do I.
Oh, definitely. Any one of you guys,
I don't know. I've been trying to add stuff into it, like Snapchat, so I interact with Snapchat while doing it, so it gives you two mediums to interact with me.
I like Scylla being there too.
Priscilla, yeah, I'm trying to get Priscilla into him.
One thing that I've been doing, not so much on Twitch or any other platform. It is another platform. Facebook and Twitter. I've just been responding to people, and they freak out. Like last night, I was responding. I don't know, maybe 10 people. I'm laying down in bed, like I'm kind of browsing my phone, looking at Twitter, and like nothing's on Twitter, and then. I do that thing where you refresh and there's nothing on Twitter, then you do it again. I'm like, what the fuck am I doing? So I just go to Facebook and I reply to 10 people, and they're like, oh my god, blah, 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 and they freak out, and I guarantee you, maybe 2 of those people are going to come to my next stream just because I replied to them.
I do 5 a day. I try to do 5 a day.
I do it when
because I got a backlog of like 80,000, so I'm like, I'm not gonna get around to this. I'm like 5. I'll eventually catch up, hopefully.
For a little bit, I went to everybody on my Facebook messages, and I had a copy and paste like generic thing. I was like, thanks for supporting me.
I try to read them and give them an honest answer of those 5. I'm not trying to give a copy paste answer.
No, I responded to like 1,000 people, and then I said, please like my funny pictures that I post. But to be honest, my Facebook is like, let me see. Usually, I'm just copying other people's.
That's
photos.
exactly what I do.
But like a lot of them, recently it's been just my photos and like Instagram stuff. But let me see. Let me scroll down here. I posted something funny that I saw on Twitter, and it got like 60,000 likes. Let me see. It's Kanye. It reached 1.1 million people with 21,000 likes. And 2,000 shares. Facebook's a good way to grow. Anyways, I don't know. We're kind of harping on. See, this is why I think a lot of YouTubers like watching our podcast, because we go into this stuff. Like I was talking
the nitty-gritty of it.
I was talking to Nobody Epic, and he watched at least the last.
That's
episode.
the rapper, right?
He raps. He does gaming content. Well, he doesn't rap too much anymore. Me and him did a song called "White People Money," which was actually really great. He said he wanted to get back into music because he watched Kanye's concert. Did you listen to "What a Time to Be Alive" yet, Jive? Future and Drake?
No.
It's been growing on me, but like Future, I don't know. Future, he just like
I can't listen to stuff like that. Somebody told me to do a review on the whole album. I can't listen to people like Future, man. I'm sorry.
Because, one of it, look, this is exactly what he says. It's like the song is coming. My dope in the bushes. My dope in the bushes. I know how to cook it. My bitch good looking. Like, what the fuck? I understand the dope in the bushes and you know how to cook it. That kind of comes together. But then your bitch is good looking. I don't fucking
like, what that got to do with anything?
Yeah,
my cat could write a better song than that. And I don't have a cat.
My fucking cold cat has been jumping on my fucking lap like 8 times this show. Maybe someone... There's his tail. Maybe a viewer would have a counter. Because he fucking... I woke up with 3 cats on the fucking bed. It's getting out of control.
3 cat? You got 3 cats now?
I've been had 3 cats. I
just know cold cat and black cat.
I got Nam. She's the best... Not the best one, but... She's a really weird cat. Like, I can pick her up like a baby and hold her, and she's a kind of a freak. Like, she goes up to people instead of, like, running away. I think that's because we showed her nothing but love. I don't know. I feel like people hate on cats, but they don't treat them with the respect that they deserve. Like, they just kind of leave them and, like, take them for granted. But I think I love my cats, and he knows. I take good care of them, and they show the love back. Like, if you're a fucking douchebag to your cats, the cats aren't gonna fucking give a fuck about you. And maybe, like, I could say,
I agree with you, right? Sorry to cut you off there, but like, I love animals, right? and not in the bestiality sense, but I love animals, okay? And I get that from my mum. My mum can charm any animal that she meets. They all love her. They all come up to her and say hello and do exactly what Cold Cat's doing to you now, right? And I love
I need
her.
to meet your mom then, because I'm a sexy beast.
Just like everyone on Xbox Live, right? Or not Xbox Live, PSN. There we go. So yeah, I love animals, but you just got to admit some cats are douchebags.
Yeah.
Right. I'm nice to animals, and I don't like people who are unkind to animals at all. I think it says a lot about you as a person if you're unkind to animals. Like, I can't stand it.
I lead the league in kicking cats.
Your cat kicking average this season.
I remember people got mad at that.
But there are just some fucking asshole cats who you go over and try and be nice to, and they're just like, no.
Well, I think, see, that's the thing. My cats, like I said, Nam, she goes up to people. Like, she goes up to people, and I think that's because she knows that people are good, at least from me and Kelly, and Kelly's mom met her a bunch of times, too. Like, we always treat her good. I think maybe that's because those other cats, like, they've been...
Wow.
It's a damn shame, man.
Like, I don't know. And cats are kind of... They need to get to know you, too. I think a little bit. But, yeah, there's
Cats
like
are fucking idiots.
Like, no, this cat's fucking smart. He breaks into the fucking food. Like, he knows how to
Exactly. Cats are fucking idiots.
How are they... This cat's fucking smart.
Cats are smart.
It's smart, but it's a fucking asshole.
To be honest, Black Kitty's kind of stupid.
I never seen the black cat. Can you get the black cat?
That was racist.
Wow.
Why would you single out Black Kitty?
And his name's Whiteboy. God, you'll have the internet on fire.
Black Kitty's kind of stupid.
Wings, there's a whole YouTube channel.
I know there's Cat 7th Street, but I've never seen it. I've always seen Cold Cat. Like, the black cat never has nothing to do with you.
In person, like you.
I don't like getting... Like, everybody asks... I could do it for you, Wings, but everybody asks, where's my cats? How's your cats? I don't know where my fucking cats are. They're somewhere in my house. Why are you asking me this stupid fucking
Why does
question?
that one stay next to you? Like, do you, rub his dick or something?
No, he fucking...
Told you he put his finger in that cat.
This cat, like, Kelly gets Nam, and I got Cold Cat. I don't know, this guy, like, Kelly actually saved him. Like, Kelly was out there in a blizzard, under the fucking porch, waiting for him, and... For some reason, he just took to me, because I think I fed him a few times. Oh, no, what would happen? We locked him in the basement bathroom to keep him away from the other cats, because every time I go to the vet, the doctor said, has this cat been in contact with outside cats? Because outside cats have, like, AIDS or some shit. I don't know. Yeah. So just to be sure, no, there's, like, some kitty AIDS that are, like, it's running rampant. Cat AIDS ain't no joke. Anyways...
Kids.
So we kept them separated, but I would go down, like, after every stream, I made it a point to, like, go down, and then we took him upstairs eventually, to his own little bedroom. I would go and, like, just hang out with him for 30 minutes, and I don't know, maybe he thinks I got the food for him, but he's always, I do got the kitty condo in here, too. That's a thing, but he's always with me. This cat's, like, I always think about the zombie apocalypse and what I would do with my cats, and these other cats would not follow me, but I feel like this motherfucker would follow me and, like, not run away.
You have all your handgun clips on him, like a vest.
Wait, what?
You get him a vest and put, like, your handgun clips on him, so when you need ammo, you call him, he comes running over.
I like that a lot. But no, the cats don't ever come to you. Like, I think they know that you're talking to them, but they don't really give a fuck. But if I do this, I bet you watch. Cold Cat.
He's gonna jump and...
He's okay. Cold Cat.
He's like, I'm on
probably
camera.
Looking at you.
I ain't fucking you on camera, freak ball.
He came up to my legs, but he didn't show. Cold Cat. Don't make me look bad. There you go.
He touched that cat before. I just tweeted, does anyone have any questions for the podcast show staff?
I would like to hug Cold Cat. He looks like he gives good hugs.
He's a good cuddle buddy. He's a bit like, look how fucking big he is. The only thing is
he's furry.
He has these claws that are massive.
You know what a punt is in football? Wings.
Yeah, I do. Where you like
Oh
pick the
man,
ball and just throw it up
like
and kick
hold it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I would love to do that to Cold Cat.
Oh, Cold Cat wouldn't get punted. Like the other cats, you
I
can
would
punt
punt the
them.
shit out of Cold Cat.
I know how to play football. I just don't follow it.
Let's estimate the distance, the punt distance. How many in yards? What yardage could you get on Cold Cat? Because to me, Cold
He'll
Cat looks-
honestly probably go like 2 yards or
Yeah,
less.
I was thinking that. 3 yards.
It probably go right there, but
No,
it'll
no,
hurt.
No, I can. You get 4 yards out of him.
All right,
I figured,
I
like, I'm
reckon you
basing
could
it
get
on
further.
feet.
I reckon the heavier the object, if you get the right connection, the
I'm
momentum
looking at
will
this.
carry them further.
This room right
Like
here
a
is
shot
12
put.
feet from there to there. I could probably kick that cat the distance of this room.
I think it's too soft to get momentum though. Like,
all right, guys, donate to the Patreon and we'll make this happen.
Let's not make this happen. This will get us
Instead
stuck
of
off
like
the
a
air.
cat sanctuary, we'll create a cat kicking sanctuary where frustrated businessmen and office workers can come and punt like a driving range or a hitting booth, whatever, for baseball. No, we're just going to put cats, tape them down to the floor, right? And we've got this smart system that when you're on your run up, we've got pads under the floor, and we let go of the cat just at the moment that your foot is going to make contact. It's called the Kitty Driving Range, and that's going to be the next Patreon
If
goal.
you really, really, really want to kick a cat, we have a new device where you tape the cat to a ball, so you can actually kick the cat, and he has weight behind him, so you can get some good distance.
Look at that. Look at us fucking creating shit. Like I had the decoy sneakers. Then Wings came up with that. Look at this, man. Somebody gonna come up with our ideas.
Would that be a good video game, cat kicking simulator?
Yeah, absolutely.
Because a lot of people have the urge to, they just hate cats. No one
I don't
really
like
hates,
cats.
No one
I don't
really
like
hates
cats.
dogs, do they? What's the most hated animal?
I
Cat.
hate little dogs.
Snake.
Little stupid little dogs drive me fucking crazy.
Get
Like if you're
Ginger.
a man and you have a small dog, shame on you.
I got a small dog.
Shame on
It's
you.
just not that small. I'm talking like proper handbag sized dogs.
Oh, you're talking about those teacups.
Those little ass fucking dogs. I
Yeah,
know
like
exactly
rats.
what you're talking about. And you
Yeah,
know how
I was
much they
saying-
cost? Them motherfuckers cost money.
You don't
man.
know what sweetness is until you come home and you see that little tail wagging and looking up at you like she's missed you all day.
I would always feel better about myself and my life if instead of a tiny little dog, it was just a wolf-like creature awaiting me silently, and as soon as I walk through the door, wagging its tail. Always. I would always feel more secure.
Oh, dude, I seen something the other day. Did you know that actual fucking hybrid wolf dogs are less violent than like chow chows and like pit bulls?
No, I've heard they're actually worse. Their behavior is much more erratic.
I'm
I
saying
heard
they're
that- I
like the
heard that
fifth
that's-
most dangerous dog in the world is like a hybrid wolf. I'm like, there's 4 dogs ahead of it. I'm like, how the fuck is there 4 little dogs ahead of like a wolf?
Well, because dogs are breeded so like specifically that I'm sure people were like, let's get a motherfucker that's
Fuck.
gonna fuck anybody come through that door.
It's this
Just
one
get an
dog.
Alsatian. They kill people.
It's these dogs that somebody was telling me about that they use to like hunt lions and shit.
Yeah,
I
African
forgot the
prairie dogs.
name of it.
I think they're
like
called
the-
prairie dogs, but they're not a pure breed. They're like mutts.
You know the thing with statistics and headlines nowadays, you can make up anything and make it sound realistic. Uber facts is a perfect example. Let me go to any Uber fact, and it's just a play on words, pretty much.
I mean, like I'm the complete opposite, Eddie. Though they got these things called a husky Pomeranian. I would love a husky Pomeranian.
To be fair, if you can look at a picture of a husky Pomeranian and not die from pure cuteness overload, like no man should be able to withstand one of those dogs. They are so fucking cute. It's retarded. They're retarded cute. I know that internet generation, I'm some CIS shitlord. I know you hate the word retarded, but it's the perfect word to describe how cute these dogs are.
Dude, husky Pomeranian, like that has to be $1,000 dog, $1,000 puppy.
Y'all posted
Here,
picture of it or?
yeah, I can. Here's a whole Google image of it.
Here comes the super link. Oh my god. I would love to choke one of those dogs. I would like just grab that shit right by its throat. That shit would be
They're
beautiful.
ridiculously cute.
So Wing
They're
said
like a puppy forever.
snakes are the most hated animal.
I think it's the most probably feared. Is that considered an animal?
Most feared animal's got to be the
It's a
spider.
reptile. And that's it.
That's a reptile, right? Most feared. You said spider.
I said most feared is probably a spider.
I'll say a lion.
Not too many
Feared.
motherfuckers are scared of lions because they're only in like a certain area of the world.
Yeah, but
Say
Jumanji.
spider. I think.
What the fuck? Do you guys remember there's a Milwaukee lion on the loose? What the fuck happened to that? Like, what happened to him? Like, did he
I don't-
disappear into Jumanji back? Like,
I remember it was a so-called mountain lion in Southwest Philly somewhere, and we went looking for it. That was like the dumbest fucking shit when I was a
like-
kid, obviously.
I think like the most dangerous animal in the world statistically is the hippopotamus.
Yeah.
Yeah,
kills them.
nothing fucks with those. Like nothing. Like crocodiles be in the swamp, and hippopotamuses be like, yeah,
I was talking
all right,
about
yeah.
like I was talking about like actually killing humans. Like I think the hippo kills the most humans out of any animal.
Yeah, they. Oh, I don't know about that. Maybe I'm not sure, but
Because people
they're
look at 'em as
absolutely deadly.
friendly.
You should not go anywhere near
don't
them.
come. Yeah, I was about to say, don't come in there. You know how humans are.
Because they look friendly.
They're in water and quite a lot. It's drinking holes. People don't know they're there, and they'll just come out of the water and kill you.
like even if you run away, like I know, like
Yeah, they're fucking fast, dude. They can run
Fuck
faster
yeah.
than humans.
Yeah, they're way faster than you think.
no, I'm saying like some animals, like if you stay right there, they're like, oh, they'll fuck you up. But if you back off, they're
I'd
like,
hate to get gored by an elephant. Holy shit, that would suck ass.
That's
I
quite
don't
rare,
know.
though, to piss off an elephant that much.
Yeah, but just imagine he's got those big ass tusks and he's got all that weight behind him.
Yeah,
That would fucking
if a
suck.
baby elephant is around, they will fuck you up.
death by animal seems like a horrible way to die. Like any animal is gonna kill you some like slow, painful way that you're probably gonna bleed out.
I tell you the animal I'd hate to have. There's a catfish in the Amazon that will literally swim inside your dick and have babies.
Yeah.
I was like, that's his whole fucking purpose of life is to swim inside like reproductive tracts of animals and have his babies.
Yeah, it's so small. If you take a piss into open water, it will swim up your urine stream while you're peeing.
That'd be great to see in slow motion.
Oh my god, that
Who the fuck would do that? You could do it with a water bottle.
I mean like that, bro. I would fear that. I don't like any animal that burrows into you.
Like a tick. You ever have a tick?
Ticks just stick their damn head in. I'm talking about an animal that lives underneath your skin, like tapeworms,
Ugh.
catfish, some of the flies in the Amazon that actually will like dig a hole in your skin and like have its young, and the young will eat the cavity around it and then burrow out. We're about
kill it
fucked up.
with, that's a kill it with fire moment. That is right
I
there.
think I would die by a shark. I think a shark would be the way if an animal had to kill me. I think a shark would do it
It all
right.
depends on where he gets you at. Sharks usually take a limb first because they're
And
flailing.
leave you there.
Yeah. I would like if something's gonna hit me and it's gotta kill me.
African.
Did you see
bees
that
would be
video?
the
Did you
worst.
see that video of the guy who found a bear under his house and just like mouthed off at it?
I'm
and got
gonna
it to
tweet
go
that
away?
out. What's that question? I gotta tweet that out.
Death by animal?
Like, what animal would you rather die by?
Okay,
If you had to pick an animal to die by, what would it be?
what animal would you
I think
rather die by?
surely there's there's those frogs that are so poisonous if you even look at them you die instantly. There's got to be one of
different
those.
colors, right?
Yeah, and one of them like kills you instantly, and one of them like makes you bleed
Hey.
out of every orifice and then
Retweet
explode
that
or
tweet,
some
guys.
shit.
Retweet that tweet. Let's see what these people say. I don't know, man. It got to be something that'll kill me fast.
Yeah, I'm
Like
trying
a-
to think of like what would kill me fast. I'm
Like a
man,
croc
like
would
an arrow
grab
frog.
you and twist you around and break your arm, and I don't want to die like that.
there's some cold-blooded crocodile footage. You ever see that one with the crocodile where the deer is swimming across the water and then gets hit by 2 crocs at the same time.
Yeah.
It's like, that's
and then
fucked up.
they split them in half and shit.
Yeah, it's like, damn, that's fucked up.
Death by silverback gorilla. That would be so fucking
That will beat the
scary.
shit out of you. That will paint that. Wow, is it
Look at
any?
Rip your fucking face off. Oh.
Is it any
Our
death
orangutan
that
would
won't?
do that. You guys ever seen the orangutan woman, the one that got fucked up by the
Oh
orangutan?
yeah.
That is a fucked up face. You can look that up.
Did y'all retweet it?
Yeah,
Yeah,
someone
I
said
did.
someone said
Jive
jive
jerky.
jerky.
I don't think a turkey could kill you, like unless you're like really fucked up and passed out drunk.
Yeah, turkeys are they're crazy though.
Ostriches can kill you.
Yeah, but they're big. They got weight and mass.
What's the smallest? What? Okay, what animal would you be most embarrassed to be killed by?
Stingray?
Stingray?
Damn,
That's got a massive fucking barb, dude.
I understand that, but they're not really deadly. Like they're
That dog
very
we
docile.
showed.
A husky Pomeranian.
A husky Pomeranian.
That's a good
Savage
answer.
by a tiny.
I don't think
Ball
he
of-
could kill you though. Like that's the thing.
Dude,
Like,
if it bit your neck, anything can kill you if it gets to your neck.
If you're asleep,
but when you say kill me, I'm talking about actually lose a fight to it. Like you're not gonna lose a fight to a husky Pomeranian.
Doesn't matter. You can. The fight can be over in an instant. If it bites your jugular, you're dead. You're
I
not
understand
gonna
that,
live
but he's got to have ups like Michael Jordan.
but,
to get-
yeah, what you're
And
gonna
if
fall?
If you're
and
starting
shit?
like Street Fighter, there's no way a husky Pomeranian has got to get.
I
your
mean, we're
neck.
starting from.
No,
the
I tell
upright
you, I tell
position.
you what, you could
Standing
get
up.
serious yardage on punting a husky Pomeranian.
Oh,
You
that
could
would
probably
be
hit the
great.
fence. That's it.
I'd feel so bad the whole time the flight happened. I couldn't enjoy it.
I would hate to.
Enjoy it.
I would be pissed off if like a bird just flew like 50 miles per hour, like
I
bill
fear
first into my
that
fucking
on
head.
those little dogs. Just imagine. I bet somebody's had that happen. Like a hawk comes swooping out and take a little dog.
Oh yeah, that I was thinking
Yeah, it
about
does
that
happen.
earlier. That's like the most.
Eagles do that.
So
That's the
I'm
most-
about to fight a husky Pomeranian real quick. Let's see if anybody tweeted Python. Python is a slow death, ain't it?
Yeah, you
that's
all your bones broken shit. Like no.
yeah.
that's
Like,
the
why would
worst.
you wonder?
What if you're still alive?
JJXL, that's the worst.
What if you're alive but like paralyzed and you're just like going
Husky Pomeranian one.
in the fucking mouth?
It's just stupid. It's like anything you could pick up and just throw against the wall and kill it. I'd be embarrassed to die.
I'd be embarrassed. I'd be embarrassed. There you go. That's got to be the title
Victorious.
for the show. Jive fights a husky Pomeranian.
Oh my god, it was kind of tough.
How annoyed would you be if you were just like in the jungle, just chilling, and then some like arrow frog just like boonk, like just landed on your shot, dead. Like that's it. You didn't even know it was there.
That's
And it's
a
just like
Destiny's fucking super.
Aren't those frogs are the
Rip.
the deadly frogs? Aren't they like orange or yellow?
they're all different colors. They all do like one of them kill. Like I said earlier, one of them kills you like fucking instantly. Just like
I tell you what.
Melts
I'd
the brain
I'd
or
hate to
something.
fucking die by like death by fire ants.
There's this thing in the back of you, Eddie. A thing that's flying.
It's probably
Yeah.
husky pom-
There's a mosquito behind you on your armoire.
on my where?
Your armoire.
My arm bar.
Armoire. Your closet.
Oh right, okay.
Oh, I thought you said arm bar too.
I'm pretty sure I've seen something.
Yeah, there was a blue bot. You know, you get that one big fly that makes so much noise and never fucks off.
What?
Like a blue
Yeah.
bottle. Like there was one. In it. Like I had my window open, so it always happens. Like I'll just get some flying. Or I had a moth in my fucking kitchen the other day. It was like the size of my fist. It's like Jesus Christ, where the fuck did this come from?
Like how has nobody stomped on you yet?
Somebody said a rhino, a tiger, or a lion.
See, with cats don't fuck around with bugs. Every few days, I see Cold Cat or Nom or Black Kitty like attacking bugs. It's fucking great. They clear that shit up real fast.
I'm gonna say like all that hurts really badly. Like to get mauled by a tiger.
Yeah,
Yeah, like that stuff hurt.
but
These people are
you'd
naming
be
stuff that
you'd be
hurt.
so panicked. Your adrenaline would kick in. You wouldn't feel the pain. A lot of the time, you wouldn't feel it.
Now, I was thinking about this for like surgery.
How much?
What if you gave a
What
person
is that?
like adrenaline if they didn't want to like be
There's
put
no way
under?
to sitting down. Like, you give a waking person adrenaline. Number one, it can kill them. Right? It's seriously powerful shit.
Is car considered an animal?
Yeah,
Is
right.
who?
A car.
Car.
Like hit by a car.
Would you
Somebody
rather get
said
hit by a car and die, or hit by like a bus and die? Because I think I'd prefer like the big flat surface killing me
Yeah.
instead of like some bullshit hits me at 60 miles an hour,
Fuck your
broke my
shins
leg,
up.
back.
With all the aerodynamics.
No,
Ah!
I would pick car because the car, like you see videos of people just flying like up in the air.
That's what a
You
car
want to
is,
do that? Like
aerodynamics,
what?
yeah.
What?
Yeah, if I'm gonna die either way, I'm gonna go out like I never been 60
You want a good
feet.
kill cam, is what you're saying.
Yeah, I want to be on Live Leak.
What's the worst death you've seen, like on TV or not like people, not people killing somebody. I'm talking about like
Accidents,
just an accident,
like a security camera. There's
Yeah.
elevators. I fucking hate
Elevators?
I just they freak
I
me out.
saw this
First step I
dude.
heard was an elevator.
Listen, I
No, the
can't
worst
remember what happened. Listen, I saw this dude, right? It was a train. It was a train stop, and he was walking to the train, and there was a gap in between it. He fell in between the gap, waist. It was like waist. You know, that's where he stopped. And then the fucking train moved. And then he was just rolling, like spinning around while the train was moving. He was cut in half, man. That shit was crazy. I was like, yo, I don't know what to look up to find it, but I saw that. That shit was crazy. That shit cut him in half.
I've only seen 2 deaths in my life, like actual deaths. And like both of them happened when I was delivering pizza. I've seen one where a guy ran an intersection at a stoplight and he got T-boned. Well, it wasn't T-boned. He got caught in the headlights like this, like oncoming, and he went right through the front glass of his car and like busted his head up on the road. And another one was on Black Bike Week. I ain't racist, Jive, but that's what we call it, Black Bike Week. And this guy had one of those Ninja like 5000s, whatever, they're little crotch rockets, and like he was at a light. And a Toyota Corolla, comes by and hits the back tire of it as he's slowing down, and he like loses control of the bike and he revs it. So he hits a curb and he gets launched right into the light pole, head like shoulder first.
God.
Wait, you witnessed this? Like,
Yeah, I was witnessing. I was sitting at the stoplight on the other side of it.
holy moly!
I was like, oh shit.
I seen people get like shot.
That's
Like,
pretty bad.
And we talking about like accidents, but when you die, when you get shot, everybody that I've seen blew up.
All the gases.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. They like this one dude got shot in his head, and his head just was big as shit, man. Like when we went back and looked, his head was big as shit. One dude got shot like in his chest. Obviously the head is from swelling trauma or whatever. But the body, his body swole up. Like he looked like a big dude, like, and it was crazy. He was like my size.
I think blunt force trauma has to be the worst one, or like a punctured lung. You ever see a punctured lung on video? That shit fucking cold blooded.
Nah, I never seen that.
My sister had one of those.
Yeah, dude,
It
go
deflates
look
your
up
lungs,
punctured
right?
lung. Like just look at what it looks like.
I don't want to look at it.
Yeah, I'm not looking at it.
I'm too much of a sweetheart to look at stuff like that.
I mean, if you just go on liveleak.com, there's so many fucked up things. Oh, I know it. This triggered me. I see a video of like a pool. I seen a guy on it was on LiveLeak. I don't think I've seen anybody die like in person from like a traumatic thing. But this guy, he was trying to jump off of a big cliff or some shit, and he just hit like the rock, I don't know, maybe 13 feet below him. Like he clipped it. He didn't like go over it. Like he hit it on his head, and then his body was just limp and like doing that fall into the ocean, and it was bad.
Now, this is a good question. A guy named Zombeast1, he said, if you had $1 for every compliment you get a week, would you make minimum wage?
Yeah, I got so many people saying I'm a fucking god. Every
I mean,
time
I don't think that's a fair question. I would. Is he talking about minimum wage for 40 hours
He's talking. No. Like, would you make $5.75 or whatever it
for
costs
the week? For like,
Yeah,
you get like seven
but
compliments a week.
not. I don't think he means like YouTube comments. Like compliments. I mean, like
I don't think I talked to
in the
7 people during
world,
the
like
week.
I wouldn't make it. I don't think I get.
Do my cats count?
Your
They
cats
say-
don't talk.
They say,
That's after you put your finger in them. I'm talking about like, regular. That was a good question. I don't think I would make it. Our minimum wage is like 8. Nah, I'm lying. Probably
If
like
we're including
7
YouTube
something.
and stuff, then yeah.
If we include
Yeah.
YouTube, yes.
Yeah, definitely.
well,
But-
I get I wouldn't make minimum wage, but a lot of people like the goat T-shirt. Like whenever I go with my T-shirt, like goat T-shirt, like TSA agents always compliment it. Like a really weird amount of times, like more times than not. I don't know why.
Are they trying to speak to you in some sort of code? Do they think you're did they get a mysterious package that morning that said the secret agent will be coming through? Do not search his baggage. He is working for the NSA. He will be wearing a goat T-shirt. And they're like, nice T-shirt, sir. Move along. And some other fucking poor spies getting stopped. And the codes are being leaked.
Nice shirt, sir.
No,
And thank you for the raid the other day, White Boy. I think Eddie and White Boy raided me.
Yep.
I mean,
one day.
Like why not? Like fuck it. I
Beautiful,
used to be so like these are mine.
Yeah, but we're a family, man.
But like spreading the
you ain't have a family before.
It's so much better to have a community and people. They might as well share the love. They're just got to go off and fuck. Weren't you the top DayZ streamer or like number 2?
Yeah, I was the top DayZ streamer the whole night.
Well, why you had a bunch of viewers, like more than normal. What happened?
I had like 100. I think Eddie rated me. Then it went up to 2 something. Then you rated me. Then I went like to like 5 something.
Nice.
And it was like 3, 4, 5 like the whole night. It was cool.
The thing about Jive, he has that little follow sound. I bet he got tired of that shit quick.
Stun grenade, yeah. Stun grenade. The thing I use, what is it called? It doesn't give you your followers real time.
Butcher Lurch?
Is it what the fuck is this shit called? Sub alert.
Okay.
Sub alert's the other one, yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't give me my shit real time. It like gives it all at like a lump sum, like every so and so minutes. Like I don't know.
I think it does it every 30 minutes.
Yeah, and it's pretty cool. I like it that way.
I've got mine is like a clip from one of my Rage videos, which is, oh my god, you're fucking Nad shops at Aldi.
Yeah. Your fucking Nad shots are Aldi. And now that you're growing so much, I know I could hear it in your voice that you're ready for deployment isn't like as Modern Warfare 2 is. Now it's like your regular voice. You're like, ready for deployment. Like,
yeah, I've just got so used to
Eddie
it.
just tired of saying that shit. Like,
Well, I've got John Cena now as my donation sound, which I think is hilarious. Like,
I got there's a Vine. It's so fucking funny. It's The Shining. That's with Jack Nicholas, right?
yeah.
Jack Nicholson, yeah.
Nicholas, whatever.
He'd be like, here's Johnny.
Yeah. It's that scene, but it's like, here's John Cena. It's just perfect.
The John Cena meme is amazing, and it works better in Vine form than like just meme form because you need that fucking like ear rape version of his song. It's so funny. I wonder what he feels. I doubt he even knows he's a meme like that.
There's so many.
Oh, Cena? I think he knows by now. I think he knows. He got to see all them videos and all that shit, man.
I love memes.
I
love the
do.
internet.
I love
It's
memes.
just so fucking fun.
I changed my donation to the Deliverance thing, and I put a pig icon.
I got to make like a $5 donation song. Not song, but like a 5-second nice little thing. Then $10. Then blah, blah, blah as you go up.
Yeah, I've done that. You can do it for top donator. You can do it for any individual amount. Like obviously 420. Smoke weed every day. That would be good.
Smoke weed every day.
You should
I
do
like
it
your
in
X-Files
voice.
music, the
Fucking-
Illuminati sound.
Yeah, fucking Keemstar copy.
Look at his shirt.
Do.
I love that song. It's fucking great.
Wait, can I ask you, why are we still talking? Well, we're not talking, but like, why have you guys been talking about Biblical Reaper? Like, still, like, why hasn't that just boat sailed?
He's a beast.
It has now.
It had okay.
Biblical Reaper is a beast.
That was the final. That was the final nail in his coffin.
Wasn't a nail in his coffin. It was when we had him on the show. It was an opportunity for him to answer questions like. I don't know. It felt like you ever watched the film Frost Nixon? It felt like I was interviewing Richard Nixon. That's what it felt like when I was trying to ask him a question. It was answered like a politician. I think. I mean, obviously, like it wasn't always as polite as people might expect for like a discussion, but it was kind of. I don't know. He seems to be one of those people that. People want like that show was viewed by a lot of people. There's a lot of people tuned into that live show, and it's weird that someone in the community can have such a can have such infamy that people want to see him answer tough questions. It's really bizarre. Like it's I don't think this has ever happened before. I don't think there's ever been a YouTuber that has done.
Because everyone hide.
G Unit on Camp Hutch.
Mm-hmm. That was a good one, Wings. Good answer.
Yeah, that's one. But
did he go on Camp Hutch? Because
he did. He was the first guest, I'm pretty sure.
And then on PKA, when I dodged that episode when Fwiz and Hutch was on with X-Jaws, they were discussing giveaways. I didn't go on that show.
You were invited, though.
I was scheduled. No, I was there, and I think I was even listening live. But I just felt that I was just gonna rip, Fwiz and Hutch. Maybe they would have. I would have just yelled at them, basically. I felt like it was just better for me to be quiet. And,
it's funny, man. It's this is a I tried to say in the debate, like a fucking president, like it was so over the top. I was like, let's remember that this is about making fucking free videos about computer games, right? This isn't like he's not like some investor who like double traded and stole all the money of like old people's retirement funds. Like it's not on that level, right? This is a guy uploading YouTube content that some people don't like. There you go. It's not serious.
A little bit of a segue. I was wrong. The mosquito is the most dangerous animal on the earth.
Yeah, that surely malaria has killed more people than anything.
Because mosquito kills on average 2 to 3 million people.
In West Nile and malaria in West Nile.
What time are we at now, boys?
We are, I think, 2 hours. Yep, 2:22 and 22 seconds almost.
Holy shit!
Yeah, this was actually a really good.
Holy
this is probably our
shit.
best cast so far. But do we have Patreons to get to? Has anyone left a message?
I don't have the link.
Right, let me sign in.
Overwhip Production said, "Dude, the only animal that fucked me up is Keemstar."
Wings, what do you mean?
Hi, Token said Cold Cat.
Okay, so where do I go to the dashboard, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, Wings, you have the link. Can't you just find the link again? Not to criticize you or anything.
Okay, right. September 7th. This is a while ago. Did we read that? I don't know which ones we've read.
I think we read all of them.
Let me bookmark this thing again.
Within the last week. Because I see Mr. Oh So Handsome said it about...
Yeah, Mr. Oh So Handsome 1. Still love the shows. I watch all your streams. I have a question. I'm 30 years old and my... let me see the whole thing. Yeah. I'm 30 years old and my girlfriend thinks I'm a dork for playing all these video games and watching Twitch. Have you guys ever had this problem? P.S. She isn't going anywhere. I'm too damn handsome. Of course you are, Mr. Oh So Handsome. Is anyone else
I don't believe this question because like his girlfriend donated money to my stream just the other day. Miss Oh So Pretty.
I like that username. Well, this was from 2 weeks ago, so maybe she's changed.
Yeah, maybe she's
that quick.
Well, this is from a week ago, pretty much. About a week ago. It was actually from about a week ago.
Well, I mean, I don't have this problem.
I don't remember this question, then. I thought.
Okay. Because
I
Kelly,
remember that.
you know, Kelly does the same thing as me, so there's no problem there. Jive would probably, Jive and Wings. Well, I guess all you guys would.
I don't got no girl, and my ex kinda, she was alright with it, I guess.
I've had a few girlfriends that would have been not okay with it, but that was before I ever started doing YouTube. Like I was a viewer, like I said, like I watched YouTube before I did it for a long time, and they were always like, oh, you know, and even just playing games, like, oh, why do you want to play games? You know, they didn't understand it. So, but I play games, so I don't have to spend time with you,
Oh.
pretty much.
I've been there.
Yeah, like.
I mean, I went and closed the door and played games and pretend like I was working just so I didn't have to spend time with her. It was like, fuck.
Damn.
I mean, that's bad. Like but at that point, you're in a toxic relationship anyway, so you shouldn't be in it. Like your partner, I've always felt this. Your partner shouldn't give a shit unless it's something really fucked up, like I don't know, kicking husky Pomeranians at a local fucking puppy kicking establishment.
I destroyed
They shouldn't
that
give a
shit.
shit what you do. I don't think. They should support you. They're supposed to care about what you care about, right?
Well,
That's what we're supposed to do.
What if you're watching Twitch 8 hours a day and like not spending time with them? Like I understand.
That's
you know,
a problem. That's a
like,
problem.
Like 2 hours, 3 hours, whatever.
Yeah, but if you're watching Twitch 8 hours a day, you ain't working. Most
Yeah.
people have to work, right?
Yeah.
So, I don't know.
Well, some people can watch Twitch at work.
That's true. That's the ideal, right?
Yeah.
But what I was trying to say is that maybe they can they can get concerned if it's taking up way too much time and there's no time for them. I would agree with that.
Do what I do. Integrate them.
Yeah, here's what I would say to any partner that said that. I'd be like, well, if you want my attention, start being more awesome.
No, that's the wrong way.
Don't just
Eddie.
expect me to just be like, spend time with me. What are we gonna do? Like, you know, what kind of time are we talking about here? Like, are we talking about time that's fun, sexy times? Are we talking, let's go out and, you know, go for a meal and go to the cinema, do fun shit like that? Or are you talking about, and these are the kind of women that often complain about this. This is what I think he's getting to the point of. Is it just you want me to be there while you watch your TV shows? Because no.
It's where you make the compromise. Like every girl that like, all right, if I watch your TV show, you got to watch something with me. And what I want to watch is YouTube. And what ends up happening is they get into YouTube that way. Like I've watched Let's Plays with girls, and they didn't like it the first time, but after episode 5, they actually wanted to see what happened. Especially games like Soma or like Amnesia: The Dark Descent.
Horror games are really good for girls. Like
Right.
Zoe lurks in my stream. She doesn't tell it. She hasn't told me what her username is. Right. She lurks in my stream to see what I say about her, I think. And she came over and she was like, "Yo, that Until Dawn game, that was fun watching you play that." Because she knows I fucking hate horror movies, and she was like, "It was really fun watching you get scared."
Could they get interested? Because my ex, she fucking stalks my Twitter. She always, oh, you did this.
Must have that good D, son.
God. And then I know damn well she'd be like, I don't watch your videos, and she'd be like, that Black Ops 3 coming out, ain't it? I saw you talking about. I'm like, I thought you didn't watch my videos. Like,
Have you ever made a
Part of her
Twitch
morning routine.
Have you ever made a Twitch account like be like anonymous and just like fuck with people?
No, I've never done it.
Oh, I do it all the time. It's great.
I got another Twitch account, but it says it's Jive Turkey 600 test that I test my streams.
Nobody remembers my ass, so I could just do it on my main account. Be like,
What? No, your main account is Wings of Redemption, though.
I know. That's what I'm
Maybe
saying, yeah.
WORICP. Maybe you could slide with that one, but not Wings of Redemption. Yeah.
You ever see Catman 76?
I'm watching.
No.
Are you in my streams? There is a Catman someone in my stream.
that was not my name. I just
I've been saying.
I didn't want to say
that's
my
not
real
your name. It's going to be somebody's name at the end of this show.
Yeah, right.
Let me see. Is there Catman 76?
Right, let's go to... Right. I don't know if we've read this one, but I'm going to read it out again. Chico. Do you remember Chico?
I remember Chico.
What's up, guys? Podcast peeps, been watching since first episode, but when you guys do this Advanced Warfare Survival, I think Eddie will win and Jive would leave 27 minutes in. Thank you very much, Chico. Thank you for supporting the show.
I gotta say something to the podcast viewers. Podcast viewers, or at least the patrons. There's almost 70 of you now, and like when I stopped, the last one I did, we had 63 posts. We have 67 posts in like a 3-week period. There's like, what was that, 4 posts new? Come on, guys.
You guys can like
make those posts.
You can post
if you posted before. That's fine.
Yeah, give some questions. Like we're going to Twitter, but we went to Twitter this episode.
So I'm gonna say that that's it for Patreon. So do we have any iTunes reviews?
Okay.
I couldn't find my iTunes on my computer. Like every time I close Skype, the thing freezes. The show freezes, and I did it like 4. Oh, here it goes. They changed it from a red thing to like this rainbow bullshit. All right, I found it. Give me a second. I don't like the new. I don't know if there's any iTunes people out there. I'm sure there is watching the show. What the new layout for the music is horrible.
I don't buy anything off iTunes.
I do.
I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know what I do now since
I pirate everything.
Oh, I've learned a way how to download movies without a torrent when I went on the plane.
Well, you'll share that with us in private.
Okay. Well, basically, you just right-click Save Video As on most sites.
Okay.
Well, not just
I don't think people will have to find that out. I think they know.
Well, I never did that. But this is new to me. Like
Welcome to 2005.
Yeah. Like I just right-clicked on Eddie's picture just now. His video says save as. Like everything says save as.
Oh shit! Iranian Prime Minister dropped a bomb on Ted Cruz.
Are we going to war?
No, not literally. I'm talking about the bomb.
I don't know who I know who Victor Cruz is.
Ted Cruz is a presidential candidate. That's kind of bad, Jive.
I don't give a fuck. I'm voting Democrat.
Iranian Prime Minister. He goes, Republicans are laughable, especially Cruz. I doubt any of them could find Iran on the map.
Bang. Bang.
I'm voting Democrat. It could be a fucking slice of pizza running for president, and it's a Democrat. I'm voting for it.
All right, we got rigor more. Oh, you guys can go on. I'm sorry.
I would say that's just cold-blooded shit right there. That's half court. Boom.
That was a shot.
Yeah.
All right, so I think we're having an. I don't know if like people aren't submitting questions anymore, but there hasn't been one since the 16th. So leave a review on iTunes, leave a question in the review, and we're gonna eventually. I guess we kind of been neglecting iTunes a little bit, but Rigor the Mortis says, if you could go back in time and save one famous person from dying, who would it be? Mine would probably be Brandon Lee from accidentally getting shot in filming of The Crow. It always made me feel sad that happened to him. Thanks. That wasn't a fucking accident. And Bruce Lee or whoever.
John Fitzgerald Kennedy.
Is this guy gonna befriend me and like, you know?
If you save his life.
Is he gonna just go on with his life after I save him? Fuck all of them.
Well, that depends on you. If you save his life and you're a douchebag, he's probably gonna, thank you for a little bit. But if you if someone saved my life,
that was just a question. They didn't say if he's gonna be a friend or he's gonna.
Well, if you save someone's life,
funny, because I'm not gonna save nobody's life if they just gonna be. I saved Michael Jackson. All right, Michael. He out. Like, damn, Mike. Like, oh
he just
shit.
Walks away.
Yeah,
exactly. Ow! And then he just gone. Like. I know they killed Michael Jackson.
I don't think I would save anybody because then the course of history would be changed and who knows
JFK is the person I'm saving. I feel like he had more work to do.
But
JFK. See, JFK, Robert Kennedy, Malcolm X, and Martin Luther King Jr. You can't say any of those because I think most.
That's
you can't. Those are out. I'm talking
like. Of course, I'll save them. Like
famous celebrities, people that you like, not world figures.
Tupac.
I would go. So does that fall under world figures? I mean, like.
I know who my answer. My answer is Meek.
Celebrities.
Meek Mills, he's still alive.
Wow.
Oh!
Fucked up, man. Great.
And he's out.
White boy dropped the mic.
White boy saves Meek Mill. That's the top. That's the top.
don't diss
White
Drake.
boy saves Meek Mill.
We got a new title for the show, boys. White boy saves Meek Mill. I would save Hendrix. Jimi Hendrix.
Jimi Hendrix.
That's a good
He
answer.
shows up and just pulls him over to his side, so he vomits into the floor.
Yeah.
I
Be
would
like,
say
stop. Just, maybe chill out on the acid, fam.
I'm one of the rare people who thinks Bob Marley was set up. Also, I would save him.
He died of brain cancer.
He got all them cancers after they got raided I'm just gonna say FBI. It wasn't called FBI, and all of a sudden it was a nail in his shoe, and he got poked by a nail in his shoe that he plays soccer, like one of his sneakers that he plays soccer in.
Yeah.
He got poked by the nail, and then he got a whole bunch of cancers in his body after that.
See, the official story is he was playing football with journalists, right, in Paris before a show. Music journalists. They're all playing soccer, right? They all love it in Jamaica and shit. And a guy tackled him and stubbed his toe and broke his toenail. And it went septic, and he got cancer from that wound. And that's the official story. But, that's not... He also, I have to say, because he's a Rastafarian, he refused any treatment.
Yeah.
So, that would be if it was an assassination, it was an extremely elaborate one, knowing that he wouldn't take medication.
I still would be able to save him from being tackled or whatever.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
Who would you said Meek Mill, who would you, it's just you, Geordie.
You took away my answers. It can't be it can't be like a major player. Because I could be Che Guevara.
I don't know who that is. White boy don't
He's a revolutionary guy from Cuba.
But it was actually Argentinian.
Yeah, he's actually Argentinian.
Well, he did say celebrity. I think Eddie had a good answer. Hendrix would have made some better or more awesome music.
I don't consider Hendrix music that awesome. I can think 3 songs I like by him.
Oh shit!
For the time, he was really good. Hold on.
Damn, my shit must have fucked them up. They both left at the same time.
I didn't actually go anywhere.
This is Nam, the other cat.
Hello, Nom. She looks scared about everything right now.
Oh,
Eyes.
yeah, she's paranoid. But she'll just be like this. She'll
I'm going
chill
out
this
I'm going out of limb.
forever.
Steve Irwin.
You're gonna save Steve Irwin. Many
Crocodile
animals needed more molesting. That's what
Steve
we
Irwin.
say.
I felt like he was a good animal rights activist. I mean, is either going to be Steve Irwin or Jane Goldberg.
Didn't you just insult him earlier? You
I
said-
did insult him earlier, so I'm going full circle. That's why I did that.
Okay.
Jane Goldberg did a lot for the gorillas, but Steve Irwin was a universal figure that did a lot for animals' rights.
I don't know who the second person you said. I don't know who that is.
She's a person that lived with gorillas, silverback gorillas.
Okay, yeah.
Oh yeah, the person that got okay. What about remember the guy who lived with the bears and they tore him apart?
That's David Treadwell.
Grizzly Man.
Yeah, Grizzly Man. I don't know.
Treadwell. I remember that because I was thinking about that earlier when it was like what animal get killed by. I remember David Treadwell's audio log off of his phone, and he's like, he's killing me! Ah! He's like so cold blooded.
Yeah. Oh my God. I remember one video. He was like, "That his name is Stan. He's not gonna do anything. Stan, get out of here! Get out of here, Stan!" And then the bear walked away, and he was like, "Yeah, see, they respect me because you gotta mark your territory." I'm like, these bears gonna fuck this guy up.
These
And
motherfuckers
that's
ain't
what
hungry
happened.
yet.
Yeah. Get out of here, Stan. That Fucking Bear probably was like, who the fuck
Stan-
is this nigga?
Stan looked at David like, man, that looked like a ham sandwich. I'm gonna eat that shit tomorrow.
The fuck is this boy? Did you see the documentary? It was like this awkward moment where like one of his girlfriends was talking about him and then like she started crying and like they didn't edit it out. Like they was recording it. They were recording it. And then she was like, yeah, and he was so and so. I'm using the same voice. He was so and so, so and so. And then she just was like, and they just recorded that. And then it was like this long, awkward pause. Like this. And so, did you, yo, I was like, wow, they didn't edit that part out or anything.
Yeah.
It was crazy. How long have we been going?
It's
2:40.
This is like,
I think that's a sign
think it's
that
right.
we should end it.
are we gonna do a PKA versus TPS Black Ops 3?
well, we win that. We'll win that.
Oh, I definitely know that.
I mean,
Woody fucking sucks in COD.
Woody's good at COD. I'm not giving
No,
that.
he ain't!
I would. I mean, like, if you want to get a hierarchy, I consider Woody better than Kyle at COD. I mean,
The baby buffalo.
Nobody really cares. Nobody really cares who's better. They just want to see it happen, and I
Yeah.
fully support it.
yeah. I mean, like, if we had to, like, who out of the three, I think Merc or Durka might be the best, but Woody's close.
I don't think any of them really.
It's
play
only 3
video
of them? I
games
thought it was
anymore.
4 of them.
I don't think they care about COD. Look at the.
Well,
look at
if you
their-
count Chiz is probably the best.
Yeah, Chiz would be the best.
And if you count Chiz as part of the cast, he would easily be the best.
Chiz is living with Woody now, I think. I don't know. I haven't been up to date. Or in Woody's guest house or something.
I bet Woody's guest house is like better than my house.
It's probably bigger. You share your house.
Yeah, it's true. Rip.
All right. Jive, any more insults to PK before we end this show?
He's like,
Basketball, we would whip their ass. Black Ops 3 would whip their ass. Football, we would whip their ass.
What would they beat us at?
yeah, what?
Probably typing.
Shooting.
No, typing.
They probably beat us at like shooting, like actual shooting guns.
Yeah, that's what I mean, like
I
target
don't
shooting.
know. I don't know.
Kyle's a good ass motherfucking shot.
Kyle's a good fucking shot.
He's a good ass
Kyle
motherfucker.
and Woody can shoot.
I
would-
aim
I
this
think
shit
we would
side
lose.
on.
Merker can
I've
shoot
never
too.
shot a gun. We would lose.
We'd be like,
But
come on,
I don't
Eddie.
think Merker's ever
Eddie.
shot a gun either, though.
No,
so.
I'm
Yeah,
pretty
but
sure
he's
he's
American,
really good.
so it's more naturally ingrained.
I'm pretty sure I heard them talk about competitive shotgun shooting. Him and
Yo,
Kyle
we'd be like,
before.
come on, Eddie. Eddie would be like the last hope.
Kyle's
I'll
a
probably
crazy
shoot one
good
of you.
shot.
Yeah, I was
Really?
about to say he'll probably kill the guy, like the line judge or some shit.
Now, what a good competition would be. I know they just did one of these, but a survival trip. Like we both tried. Like there's a show with Bear Grylls.
They'll
that
win at that too.
He had a
They'll-
He had a girl, or like a island full of girls and an island full of guys.
Oh, I'll go to that one.
And
And
they
then
were-
we
they
meet up.
Yeah, we meet up with rafts in the middle of a lake and we battle to see who's the winner.
Battle the girls.
No, battle PKA.
What? So we
How I don't know. I was trying to figure out how like you would.
What?
How could you judge who wins the survival competition?
What you do is like
Besides-
whoever brings the most food.
Okay.
You know, this is our water supplies. You have to make ways to like carry it, move it. You actually got to
Oh.
get the food.
I was about to say,
No,
I'm
no,
about
no,
to
no.
tell my mom
This
makes
is how
some
you
baked
judge.
macaroni and cheese and shit.
This is how you judge who wins the survival. Whoever gets sick first loses.
What if you're there a month?
It,
Go-
it ain't called a survival trip for
Well, I
nothing.
gotta go to work, so I'm sorry. Fuck that. Like, Jive gotta go to work, y'all. I'm sorry. What?
Let's end this before we say.
Yeah, I said this before it carries on.
I know. What are we talking about?
Pretty much nothing for the last 10 minutes.
Only the 3 people that get this far watch it.
Yeah. Thank you to the 3 people who are currently watching, but that is the
guys.
end of today's show. and we'll be seeing you next week. Jive, do you want to take us out?
Smoke weed every day. Okie dokie.
The podcast show, we running this cash shit. White boy, we running this cash shit.
Okie dokie.
Eddie the Chump, we running this cash shit. Jive Turkey, we running this cash shit. Waiting some redemption, we running this cash shit. It's a fact that we